prices in dining room 25% lower. I can get an apple pie for 55 cents. To be in the 50s, am I right? Hi! Today I am so excited. I am playing this bed we made. It's finally out. I have been so excited for this. I fell in love with this game when I played the demo for it a few months back. You may have noticed I have new lights, and I'm also keeping the ghost cushion because I also love that, and I don't care that Halloween is gone. I'm gonna keep my ghost cushion out because I like ghosts. Let's just get into it. I might need a notebook. I don't know. The game takes account of all of your actions, including the ones you decide not to take. These choices will determine your fate and the fates of others around you. Proceed with caution. Yes.
Come on now, miss. Let's keep moving.
Ooh! Okay, so we're in the police station. Montreal. If you didn't watch me play the demo, this game is you are a maid snooping around in the hotels that you work at in about the 1950s. So this is Sophie, the sort of main character.
It's on your right. Here.
What's on my right? Where am I going, sir? I can't turn the camera anymore, but I need more than this.
Here we are.
Oh! Why am I getting interviewed?
Good luck. She's all yours, sir.
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clarendon for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
No,
Excuse
not
me.
yet. I live with my mother.
What relevance
She's
does
sick,
that
so
have?
I have to take care of her.
No father.
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy. I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Oh, par la fontaine, les filles s'en
Oh,
vont.
I'm so excited!
Qui promènent au bras des garçons. Tu les entraînes au cœur des buissons, où elles étreignent l'amour en saison. Tu les enchaînes dans un tourbillon de vrai poème, car dans les frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. Au clair de la fontaine, j'ai vu dans tes yeux mille couleurs. Quand la claire fontaine s'amusait au jeu de nos deux cœurs.
Vacuuming's done. Now just a bit of tidying up and I can go on break.
Yes, we get to clean! I genuinely love that I'm just cleaning. Oh, I can put that away. I feel like I shouldn't tidy someone's suitcase though.
Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
Ooh, a letter.
That's a lot of money to owe. Just what did you get yourself involved in?
Travel appointment. You know me, you know my family. You've had a seat at our bar since the day we opened in 49. You're more than a friend to us, you're practically family. And while friends are polite to each other, family deserves more. Family deserves honesty. As such, I want to be as direct as possible and letting you know that you're down to your last chance. The $8,300 you owe us, plus 25% interest, is now 8 months overdue. My patience has worn thin. This isn't like one of your unpaid bar tabs. You came to us for help, and help always comes at a price. We've opened our pockets to you time and time again, and all you've done is taken advantage of our goodwill and generosity. We'll come over in person to make our collection tomorrow. I'll be bringing along the boys so we can all sit down and have a little chat. But just so you know, they aren't too good with words. So a threatening letter because he's not paid back the money he borrowed. I wonder who's in. Why are there kids' toys though on the bed? Unless the hotel put it there. No, there's nothing in the drawer. What's in here? Acknowledgement of debt. That music is popping off in the background. Date of acknowledgement, January 16th, 1958. Date of initial loan, January 2nd, 1957. Entered into agreement between illegible Mayhew and illegible. Initial amount 1,500. Amount overdue 3,500. On the date of the initial loan, the lender agreed to lend an amount of money to the sum of $1,500 to the borrower for an enduring period of 12 months calculated from a date of the initial loan. The borrower was to be obliged to pay interest at the rate of 150% per annum, the total sum of said interest to be paid together with the capital sum of the granted loan by the loan's end period. The loan period reaching its conclusion on July 2nd, 1957. The borrower was expected to have repaid the full amount owed. The failure to do so will prompt further action. Refer to page 3 for further details on the place and time of repayment. Refer to section C for the expected rates of all overdue payments as they relate to the time that has passed since the end of the loan period. Owes a whole lot of money. Oh, I forgot I get to actually make the beds.
A bed's not complete without its pillow.
Where on earth are your pillows, sir? Ooh. What's that? Oh, you spilled the ashtray? God. I think that's extra rude, to be honest. Okay, is this... Very annoying is what that is. You can call someone, there's a comb. Let's clean up the floor. Let's clean up all the ash that this guy spilt. All over the carpet. Can't even get it all out. Look, there's still... I still see dark.
Good enough.
Yeah, because we can't get it clean because it's ash. Okay, so we got a Bible. Nothing in these drawers.
I'm guessing you've seen better days. But you're obviously still important to someone.
His head moves when you rotate him. Delightful. I wonder if these are his then. The paper on the floor. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Mapleson, regretful as we are to have to resort to these lines of communication, our client and your neighbour, the owner of 88 32nd Street, has been ultimately evasive of our many attempts to reach out and collect our due debts, specifically an amount owed to us sum of $1,904.75. He has given us little recourse but to contact him through those in close physical proximity to him in the hopes that they can deliver a message on our behalf. We have little desire to disturb you and the other fine citizens of 32nd Street, but our business may bring us back to your neighbourhood if it is not resolved quickly. The help of your kind community would be greatly appreciated for us and certainly for your neighbour. Kindly, Lucky Coin Financing. So is this Mr. Mapleson here then? Maybe. Ooh. Alright, okay, let's have a look at this menu. All breakfast orders served with coffee and toast. Cereal, plain omelette. God. Prices in dining room, 25% lower. I can get an apple pie for 55 cents. Oh. To be in the 50s, am I right? Anything in the drawers? No. Why did that get stuck? Okay, nothing in the drawers. Nothing in the drawers. Anything in this drawer? No.
You brought your own mug? Well, I guess ours aren't quite as complimentary.
Best dad. So I'm kind of annoyed I can't pick the mirror up because I feel like I should clean that. The room sign. Safe. Bathroom. Why can I not? Seems odd to me that there's a bit of cloth over the mirror. And that maybe I need to clean the mirror. Right, toilet's clean. Gotta clean the bath. Oh yeah.
And voila. Good as new.
I want to know why he has a thing over the mirror. There's also a hairbrush on the floor you should probably pick up, but you know, it's fine. Okay, so I think that is everything. Can't say there's anything more to it than that, really. Alright, so that was in room 504. Possibly Mr. Mapleson, I think.
Have you heard about that nut house they want to build next door?
Yeah, it creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her. Always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when you're
Leave me alone, guys.
is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere.
I don't like Susan and
Did you see
Bivette.
Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes.
Now, don't you think you're overreacting? This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you couldn't.
No, real life I can be blind. I was so in love with Judith, I couldn't see.
What?
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
What's this now?
Now's
Oh.
not the time to pick up smoking, Sophie.
Why not?
Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to
I want to go to the restaurant with those cheap prices. Oh! Is it Valentine's Day?
This leak really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it worse.
Me too. Oh, Beth! Oh. Old newspaper. Montreal, February 17th. So it's just Valentine's Day. 17 persons in an early Saturday raid at Manny's Lounge. Major snowstorm paralyzes city. Shop owners against new mental hospital. So that's what they were talking about in the break room. Group of downtown Montreal businessmen and shop owners met with Mayor Sato Fournier this week to air their grievances concerning the city's recent decision to allow construction of a new mental hospital on Dorchester Boulevard. Another body Valentine. Valentine's Day concluded in horror last Friday with the murder of an Outremont? Correct me if I'm wrong. A worried neighbor called the authorities at 11:15 p.m. after hearing loud shouts from next door. When police arrived, they found the lifeless body of a 34-year-old man. Authorities have refused to identify the victim or provide any details about the circumstances of his death. No suspect has been apprehended yet.
I should talk to Beth at the
Yeah,
front
I'm
desk.
going. I'm looking at everything else in this place. It's cool. Valentine's Ball. Ooh, I want to go in there.
Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball. Even if they did.
Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep. What?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
Jacques and Wendy, huh? Jacques and Wendy. Ooh, they weren't kissing. I tried to ignore them. Ooh. Well, I do love gossip, so I'll keep Beth in the loop. They weren't
They
kissing.
weren't kissing this time. They were
All the gossip.
fighting.
Oh, this is entertaining. I mean, oh Oh, why?
Same
I'm
Beth.
not completely sure, but it sounded like Linda had something to do with it.
Ugh, that bitch.
Beth?
Trust me, she deserves it.
Who is Linda and why does everyone hate
I
Linda?
don't get why everyone hates her so much. Linda's always nice to me.
To you, maybe, but she's just the worst to every girl she perceives as a threat.
A threat? A threat to what?
I don't know. Her place as Bernard's right hand, I suppose.
So, you're saying I'm not a threat?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Linda thinks that, but that's her mistake. I know there's more to you than meets the eye.
Oh.
Damn straight, Beth.
So,
It's all a front.
you said you needed me? My help, I mean.
Oh, right. Wanna guess why?
Ooh, yes. Did you see a mouse? Something to clean? Or, I don't know. Must be funny. Did you see a mouse?
Did you see a mouse again?
You make it sound like that would be no big deal.
It would. Wouldn't it?
Well, what if it was a rat?
Didn't you tell me you were raised on a farm? Those little creatures shouldn't scare you.
Ugh, that doesn't make them any less disgusting.
So, is there one or not?
No rodent is involved, thank God. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people. Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
So Bernard is the manager. Press E to open the journal. Oh, so this is progress. Okay. So got a little list of colleagues and got mum and dad. So dad left when I was 2 years old. Haven't heard from him since. Mum doesn't say much, so I stopped asking. Mum always means well, but life hasn't dealt her the best hand of cards. She doesn't talk to me very much about her time as a nurse during the war, but I've always wondered what kind of person she was before that harrowing chapter of her life. It's just the two of us at home. Mum's had bad luck with keeping jobs, and she finds it hard to be around people, so she stays home most of the time. At least she's never missed an episode of The Wild Orchard. On her good days, she can manage on her own, but on her bad days, well, I do the best to be there for her. Okay. Now, we know Beth from just now. Been the hotel's receptionist for as long as I can remember. In fact, hers was the first face that welcomed me when I took my first step inside the Clarington. She knows this place like the back of her hand. Beth can be fiery, which doesn't win her much love from Bernard, but most guests adore her for her magnetic personality, and that's something Bernard can plainly see. We don't get the chance to chat as often as I'd like, but when we do, it's always a blast. I only wish I had even half of her wit so I could entertain her as much as she entertains me. So Bernard is the Clarington's manager, the big boss, spends most of his days locked in his office and doesn't like the maids roaming around outside of their posts, so our paths don't cross often. Lately he's been hell-bent on getting the hotel back in shape, whatever that means, and there have been a lot of changes around here as a result. He's enforcing employee rules more strictly than ever and dropping God knows how much money on renovations. The stress is practically radiating off of him. Right, so Linda is the Clarington's governess, Bernard's second in command. And it's easy to see why. She rules over the maids with an iron fist, always ready to enforce Bernard's latest rules to the letter. Most of them hate her for this, but my feelings are a bit more mixed. For whatever reason, she seems to have a soft spot for me. The same cannot be said for Wendy, unfortunately. It's like she's made it her life's mission to break up Wendy and Jacques' relationship, and I'm worried that her latest efforts may have succeeded. Wendy is a waitress at the hotel's restaurant. She and her best friend Yvette were hired together, and they used to be inseparable until 3 or 4 months ago. It's no coincidence that this was around the time Wendy started dating Jacques, the bellboy, to whom she's now happily engaged. That is, depending on who you ask, Linda seems to think that Wendy is the Clarington's resident flirt. She's popular with guests and collects the most tips by far, but I've always chalked that up to the same thing that has drawn me to her, that warm smile that just radiates kindness. Linda's not convinced though, and seems to have taken it upon herself to expose Wendy for who she really is. Right. Jealous much? Buck is one of the Clarrington's bellboys. I don't know much about him. He's even more shy than I am, barely looking up at guests when carrying their luggage. People like us just need someone to bring us out of our shells, and apparently for Jacques that person is Wendy. He's like a completely different person around her. He lights up, laughs, even cracks joke. I was so happy that he found Wendy, and even happier when he proposed. They're like the Clarringtons' very own Janet and Tony. But it seems their engagement is in peril thanks to Linda's meddling. Stay strong, Jacques. Don't fall for her manipulations. Linda, it's a bit rude to try and break up. It's not even like they're just going out. Like, they are engaged. I think you could probably, you know, lay off a little bit. What's this now?
He's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it.
Say no to divorce. You can be divorced against your will. Women and children suffer most in divorce. You lose your succession rights in divorce. The wife's pension rights are lost in divorce. You lose your right to the family home in divorce. Say no to divorce. Protect the family. Alright, let's go get our mop. Ooh.
That smell.
You're not allowed in the
Only
restaurant?
you're allowed
Rude.
a chocolate mousse cake. Maybe Bobby wouldn't mind sneaking me a slice. Ugh, no. Bernard would have both our heads.
Ooh, who's Bobby? Bobby's the head chef in the Clarrington's kitchen. He takes care of all the restaurant orders and the meals ordered through the room service. Love walking by the kitchen doors any chance I get just to enjoy the smells of whatever Bobby's cooking up, but linger too long and you'll get an earful, or worse. I don't want to spend another afternoon cleaning macaroni out of my hair. Does Bobby throw macaroni in people's hair? It's another say no to divorce poster. Oh, there's Bernard.
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda! I only like her because guests like her. Making sure guests are happy is my job, after all.
You don't seem to care whether I'm happy.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story. I can't just fire her without good
What
reason.
screenshots? This is great.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that be a good reason?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew. Hi. I'm sorry. I was just...
Spying on our manager?
No. I heard something and I...
Hey. It's okay, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
Were you there during the ball? I heard it was a disaster. I like a snoop. I'm a snoopy maid. I'm gonna snoop.
Were you here Friday night to see the whole thing?
Yeah. They had someone in charge of the event, but she ended up crying alone in the stairwell, so I had to take over.
What happened? Did it really go so wrong?
It certainly didn't go wrong for the people enjoying the party, but for those sober around them, that's another story.
Good God. I'm glad I didn't have to be there. I don't know how you do it.
And I don't know how you handle cleaning up after other people all day. You must see plenty of weird stuff, right?
Yeah.
Not yet.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a guest room?
Ooh. Something about you is something very odd, something gross. Probably something gross, surely. Something gross.
It's a bit gross.
Oh. I hope it's got nothing to do with bodily functions.
God, I hope so too. A few weeks ago, I walked into a room and found a trash can filled with cucumbers. Like, whole cucumbers. And some of them were carved, and I threw the whole trash can out that day.
The fuck?
I won't. Oh.
I wonder what they were doing with those
better go help
cucumbers, huh?
It's hell here with the snowstorm.
It's okay. I need to,
Yeah, alright. Take care.
You too.
As if it wasn't enough, I had to deal with endless letters of advice from Raymond.
Raymond? What does he want?
He wants me to lower room prices. Make sure the hotel stays accessible to everyone.
Oh, I can hardly believe you two are from the same family. In the States, you'd be sent to jail for those communist ideas. I hope you're not considering listening to him.
Of course not.
Alright. So Andrew, concierge and receptionist, intelligent, professional, kind, and well-mannered, which easily makes him Bernard's favourite, but he knows how to have fun when no one's looking. Whenever I see him, he's either dashing off on his latest errand or burying himself in a book, so we haven't had a lot of chances to socialise at length. When we do, though, it always feels easy, like just talking to someone perfectly attuned to your wavelength. Maybe I should ask him for some book recommendations. Be nice to have more reasons to talk to him. Okay, so we like Andrew. Oh, that's the kitchen. Janitor's closet. Alright. Anything fun in here I should know about? Oh, look at all the old packaging though. So we need a mop. Mop. That looks more sand. Oh, I get it's a puddle. I thought it was more sandy. Can I go this way? Doubt it.
Stairs, exercise. Elevator, convenience. Yeah, elevator wins this time.
I'm really sorry about that. I'll have a word with our kitchen staff to make sure it doesn't happen again.
What's going on?
Well, that sounds a bit excessive.
Hi, Beth. Oh, it is just water.
Ew, I better throw that away. A film roll.
Ooh.
I guess must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him.
Pick that up. Throw that away. Mop up this puddle.
Now I just put the leaves back
I
in
love
the
this
vase,
game so
and
much
I
already.
feel like nothing ever happened.
Beautiful. Do I need to put the mop back? Progress. So I found a roll of film on the floor. I guess whoever knocked over the vase must have dropped it. With Beth's help, maybe I can figure out who it belongs to, return it to their room. We usually keep lost items at the front desk. But bringing it back myself would only take a few minutes out my day. It might put me a few steps closer to employee of the month.
Maybe Beth remembers who knocked over the vase.
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over that vase?
Mr. Spade.
Mr. Spade?
Well, I can check with the airport and let you know when flights resume. Until then... Yes, I know. You've said that already. But... no, that's very unlikely.
So, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade?
Spade.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to talk to you.
Spade.
Well, for that you'd have to
Ramsey.
talk to my manager's manager. Would you like to contact him? Sadly, he doesn't.
What, cancel train,
He's a bit of an
cancel.
old-fashioned fella, if you know what I mean.
Spade.
Room 505. Great, that's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way.
Perfect.
Kneel down, all right? Then you clasp your hands
Off to room
together
505.
and think really hard about just how much you want the snowstorm
Oh,
to end.
and I got guests.
It may
Mr.
help to repeat his name
Beth,
too.
I'm trying to
It's
tell everybody about
Bob
Mr. Spade.
P.O.D. I'm sure he'll be very sympathetic.
Clean up this
to
puddle
you.
whilst I'm here.
Making fun of you, sir.
Alright.
I should go to the 5th floor to return Mr. Spade's film roll.
So Mr. Spade is staying in room 505. He seems to carry film rolls around. With such a rush to get somewhere today, he knocked over the vase in the lobby. Other than that, don't know much about him. But we are curious to know more. Let's go. I believe this is going to be the bit we did in the demo.
Hold it, please.
Oh.
Phew, made it. Thanks.
All good,
You're
Andrew.
welcome.
Was it you who cleaned the puddle by the restrooms?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, Eugene asked us not to touch anything until he's repaired the leak, but it's probably safer this way. Someone could have slipped on it.
Which floor?
Oh, 6th.
Oh, so if I hadn't cleaned the puddle, maybe someone would have broken their neck. I just instinctively thought, oh, a puddle, I have a mop.
Rush.
I need to bring this to our VIP guest. The one who rented the entire floor.
Oh, is it that British man I keep hearing about?
Why does he need snow? Well, it's obviously an ice bucket, Sophie, so... All the girls complain about him, isn't he famous? Isn't he famous?
He's sort of a celebrity, isn't he?
He sure acts like one. I wouldn't want to be that poor assistant he keeps shouting at.
I wish I was assigned to clean his room. Can you imagine the weird things I'd find?
Be careful what you wish for. I wouldn't be surprised if the man kept a few skeletons in his closet.
Can't you tell me who he is?
I've never actually met him. I always talk to his assistant. Only Bernard knows his identity.
Ooh.
I do have a suspicion, though.
Oh?
But I'm not sure I should say it.
Can't you at least give me a hint?
Okay, let me think. Whew. Saved by the bell.
Hey, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
Let's just say I like to prolong the suspense.
God damn it, Andrew.
Is that the hint?
Who knows?
Fair enough. Have fun up there.
You too.
Ooh, interesting. Eugene. Eugene charms of maintenance. Pretty much everyone likes him. Friendly, hardworking, does his job well. Whenever needed help, essentially been happy to lend a hand. Since renovations started though, his usual good mood has lost some of its spark. I can see that Bernard's lofty expectations are weighing on him. Hope he doesn't burn out. He doesn't deserve that. Treacherous for a cryptic hint. I like to prolong the suspense. That's Valentine's
This must
Ball.
have been so much fun. Well, for the guests at least.
Another paper, very much in the same. Yes. That's just my cleaning sheet.
I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile.
So, what other rooms do I have to do? 505 is next on my list as a partial clean anyway.
Mr. Spade? Mr. Spade?
Let's get snooping. I love this, it's so pretty. Ba-ba-bum. So I am in demo territory now, but if you haven't seen it, it's weird.
What is this?
So there's me snooping. That's me snooping again. That's also me snooping. Still me snooping, spritzing myself with some perfume. That's me still holding the perfume. So, this is where I have to make a decision on if I take some of the photos. I don't know if I leave, I can come back and take them again, or not. Because I'm like, maybe, I mean, it doesn't necessarily look like I'm snooping in all of them except for the ones that I'm actually using the perfume in, so I don't want her to take them. Rather I just leave it and be like, what, you gonna fire me because I sprayed perfume on myself? I am gonna throw away I don't know whether to. Okay, let's just throw away the ones that clearly show me using the item. And this one... Okay. I'm gonna get rid of those because I just, yeah. I'm not gonna have that evidence. I need this job. What, they're gonna believe my... This bottle... I mean, you did change our light bulb. I'm not sure you should change our light bulb. Is this empty? No. Is this empty? No. I'll leave all the developer and stuff.
You are going back to my cart.
What's this?
Looks like prescription drugs. What are they for exactly?
Do I throw away the gloves? No. Ooh, we call on someone.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking. What can I do for you on this very fine day?
I'm gonna ask for Beth's help.
Beth, I need your help.
Sophie? What's going on?
I think Mr. Spade's stalking me while I work.
Really? I knew it!
You did?
I mean, I knew there was something fishy about him. He just has creep written all over his face, you know?
I like Beth. I like Beth a lot.
Out?
He took pictures of me. I found them hanging over the bathtub. He set up a kind of dark room.
Pictures of you? Doing what?
I can't believe I'm
Sorry,
about to say this,
Beth.
but
I stole perfume.
sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, you know, snoop through our guest stuff.
Sneaky. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act, I suppose?
Yes. I think we should call the police.
No, that's a terrible idea.
But-
Sophie, that man has pictures of you running your hands through people's stuff.
But I didn't steal anything. I was just snooping, I swear.
I know, but say a client reports something missing, those pictures would put a big red target on your back.
I'm gonna see if she approves because I've already thrown out 2 of the
I
pictures.
could always throw them out.
Yeah, not your worst idea, but you found the pictures drying over the bath, right?
Yeah?
I'm no photographer, but I've been in one of those dark rooms before.
You have?
Yeah, I modeled for a while. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, those pictures were developed recently, but it doesn't mean there aren't more elsewhere.
Ooh, true. Guess I could keep looking.
I barely looked through his belongings.
And he's got pictures of you checking other people's stuff. Why stop now?
Hell yeah!
Oh, loosen up a little. No one's
Oh,
dead.
Beth is great. What a good time.
Any idea where I should start then?
Well, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I remember Mr. Spade asking for the combination to his room's safe. I bet you anything there'll be more pictures in there.
Maybe, but I don't have the code.
Give me a minute.
We get to snoop.
Merde. Those idiots.
What?
I can't find the combination list. The night staff's probably lost it again. Anyway, We always ask that clients write down their code somewhere so they don't have to call reception a dozen times. Maybe you can have a look around the room, and I call you if Mr. Creep comes back. You know, so you can get out of there in time.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, and Beth?
Mm-hmm.
Please keep this between us.
So shall I throw out the other three? Like, even if he has more pictures of me, if I throw out the recent ones... I don't know, let's have a little look around anyway. "99th Infantry Division, Belgium, November 1944. Any clothes you pick up or throw away can be found in Sophie's journal." Whoa! Stalker pictures, room 505. Stalker pictures. Dr. Milton. Army camp picture, okay. That's help from Beth, and... okay. Bird book. We'll also continue our room clean whilst I'm in here.
Locked. There has to be a key somewhere.
Oh! Oh! I forgot that was up there. It's a weird man, very weird man. Scam. Alright. Special occasion wedding funeral.
The oratory. I just went there for the first time and... God, it's been years, hasn't it?
Montreal tram tickets.
I remember this sale. I picked up that new winter jacket for Mom.
Weston's poster, which also comes over here.
Harris Diner, too.
Oh, that's where I saw extra fries with 10 cents. Like, are you kidding me? That says hi, that's nice. Why Harry's? Lots of burger places closer to the hotel.
Beaver Lake? That's where I took Mom skating last month. Why is this up here?
Because he's following me. He's being a creep. Cigarettes. Little mirror. Alright, what else we got?
Morgan. Is that your real name? Why did you check in
Paul
under Mr.
Morgan.
Spade?
Letter from Lindsay Franklin. Dear Mr. Morgan, you have to stop writing to this address. Lindsay died 2 years ago. I do not know what happened between the two of you. But please let us grieve in peace. Thank you, Lindsay's mother. Edith Franklin.
Is this a floor of the Clarington?
Room service, night mostly. Lobby boys 8 till 11 AM. 3 till 6 PM. Housekeeping 10 till 4. Can I keep this? I'd like to pick that up and take that with me, to be honest. Alright. Throw away some of these empty cans here.
I hope you aren't eating those beans.
Too bad if you were. Don't leave open beans. And they were roommates. No one at school suspected what took place once their door was locked. So alone in a town she barely knew, hundreds of miles away from home. Desperate for comfort, found in the arms of the most unexpected person. It's a little book.
Request to move to 507. Why did you want to change rooms?
Dear Mr. Spade, the present letter is to confirm the reception of your transfer request to room 507. Regrettably, the room in question is currently occupied by an extended stay guest. We are therefore unable to grant your request. Thank you for understanding. Please contact us should you have any other request. Yours sincerely, Bernard.
The storm must be getting worse. I hope Mom's not
Key.
too bored without her TV shows. What do we have here?
Mine. Binoculars. Clean the ashtray. I wonder if he's trying to cover up the fact he's spying on me with binoculars by having a bird book.
I'd forget my own head if I didn't write everything down.
Do not forget
I
to
guess
take
we
your
have that in
pills. Lindsay's address, Infantry Division. Year of hospital discharge. Ooh, stuff. Alright. This is Paul Morgan, or Paul Spade, is 42.
You spent 10 years in a psychiatric hospital. And it looks like you left with a long list of diagnoses and prescriptions.
Discharge summary, Paul Morgan. Anxiety, neurosis, character disorder, chronic insomnia, short-term memory loss. Admitted for nervous breakdown, mood swings, erratic behavior. So that must be some of the medication he got? Why is that underlined? Oh, that one daily, okay. Oh god.
Is he here?
What? No.
Beth, you said you'd call if Mr. Spade was coming back to his room.
Oh, yeah, I did say that. Sorry for the fright.
Oh my god, Beth. I nearly had a heart attack when I heard the phone ring.
I didn't mean for it. I was just so caught up in the thrill of it all. I had to check in. Did you find more pictures of you?
No, I haven't.
I found a map.
I did find something else.
Yeah?
He's got a kind of yarn map of Montreal on the wall.
A yarn map? And where does it lead to?
Lots of places. Most of them I've visited recently.
Merde. What's the deal with this guy?
That's what I want to know. It's unrequited feelings for a woman. I'm gonna say Mr. Spade isn't his real
I think
name.
he may be using an alias. I found some evidence that points to his real name being Paul Morgan.
Well, he's certainly not the first man to check into a hotel under a fake name.
Is it really common practice?
It is, when the man in question is married, but the woman accompanying him isn't. Or at least, not to him.
Considering the state of his room, I doubt Mr. Morgan was expecting any visitors.
Did you find anything else?
Hell yeah, I did. He has unrequited feelings for a
He seems
woman.
to be in love with this woman who doesn't love him back.
You mean you?
No, someone else.
I'm
I
flattered.
found lots of letters addressed to a woman named Lindsay, but she returned them all to sender, unopened.
Are you sure it's love and not obsession? Maybe he
Fair.
stalked her like he's stalking you.
I don't know. Whatever it is, I find it strange she didn't open the letters before sending them back. I would have had a look at them first.
Of course you would have. So, is that all you found then?
The magnifying glass icon indicates dialogue options unlocked thanks to your thorough snooping. That's me, thorough snooper right here. Strange
He
taste
has
in
this
books.
book with underdressed women on the cover.
I don't think Playboy magazine qualifies as a book.
No, it's not. It's a novel. It's called And They Were Roommates.
Oh, I see. And I suppose these women on the cover are really good friends, aren't they?
What do you mean?
Well, if it's what I think it is, it's probably one of those trashy books for men who secretly fantasize about two women getting real cozy with each other.
I was like, what makes them trashy?
What is it that makes them so trashy?
And as she ran down the stairs, her heavy breast jounced under her veiled nightgown.
That doesn't even mean anything.
I know, but there's the word breasts every other sentence, so apparently that's enough to get some men aroused. I can't say I'm surprised Mr. Creep is into this stuff. Found anything else on him?
No, I need to go in the safe.
I'll know more once I open the safe.
Oh, so you found the combination?
Yeah, sort of.
I'm impressed. Well done, Arsène Lupin.
What?
Oh, never mind. Don't let me keep you.
Yeah, I don't get
I'll
that,
call you
Beth.
back.
I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, you better. I won't call again unless Mr. Morgan returns. For real this time.
Alright.
Thanks, hun. Right, so, on the back, code reminder, Lindsay's address, infantry division, year of hospital discharge. 34, 34, 44, and 57? 34, 44, 57. $34. 44. 57?
Damn it.
Ah! Lindsay's address. That's from Lindsay's mum. Lindsay Frank, 34. Okay. Or is it 42? Oh, 99. Okay, it's 99. There we go. Ooh. Oh. Right, so we got film roll. These all film rolls. Make sure there's nothing written on these film rolls.
Okay, Sophie, you should probably put this down.
Okay. Yeah. Could throw it away. See what happens.
M and H. M and H. Who are they? Are they guests?
Property
here?
of S. Spade. Alright, 14th of February 58. 12:30. Arrived at the hotel, room not ready yet, had to wait in the lobby. 2:45 p.m. M and H came in, both nicely dressed. M was holding a flower bouquet, heard them talking to the receptionist, saying how nice the oratory was. Picked up some flyers to find out what oratory they were talking about. 3:10 p.m. Room finally ready. No sign of M or H. Decided to unpack and install my setup in the bathroom. 6 p.m. Still no sign of M and H. Have probably gone out again. 8:20 p.m. Finished developing this afternoon's pictures. 11:55 p.m. Unable to sleep. Heard weird noises coming from the corridor. No idea who or what it was. So much.
Going through their trash? You really want to find out.
Alright, I'm not going to
H
say all
is,
the
don't
times
you?
necessarily, but I will read through them all. M&H arrived at the hotel's restaurant, ate a quick breakfast. M&H left the hotel and got into a taxi. Tried to follow but had no money for a cab. Found a pawn shop to get some money but no idea where M&H went. Back in my room, we'll have to kill time until M&H return. Spotted M&H entering the hotel with Western shopping bags. Found M&H eating at the hotel's restaurant. H left for the bathroom. M exchanged a few words with a woman and her child. M&H left the restaurant, probably turning in for the night. While leaving, H emptied pockets in the trash. Searched the trash, found a receipt from a place called Harry's Diner with drawings of weird symbols on it. Took a coffee at Harry's Diner, showed picture of M&H to waitress. Waitress remembered them, said M used to be a regular about 10 years ago. Back in my room, tried mapping M&H's movements since their arrival in Montreal. Unable to sleep again, heard someone exiting room 507, but did not hear the elevator. So that would be why he wants to move to room 507.
Why are you following them? And who's sneaking out at night?
10:15 a.m.
So many questions.
M&H arrived at the hotel's restaurant for breakfast. This is the next day. M&H left the hotel and got into a taxi, followed them to a place called Mount Royal. M&H went skating on a small frozen lake, fell on the ice while trying to take a picture. H might have seen me. M&H ate at the lounge and left the ticket on the table. A ticket has weird symbols on it, just like Harry's Diner receipt. M&H decided to leave because of the snowstorm. M&H arrived at the hotel shortly after me. H looked angry. Something happened during the taxi ride, but what? No sign of M&H since early afternoon. Tonight we'll try to find out who's sneaking out at night. Alright, so that's M&H, I'm assuming. Well, I am now curious. Can I look at this? Do not forget to buy more film. Alright. What's this now? Oh. Like that I could just throw that away. I didn't look at that. Ooh. Ah, so is that the pawn thing? Yeah, so he did that at the pawn shop. Alright. What is going on? Who's making all that noise? What's this now?
That's rough. How are you supposed to support yourself when no one will give you a job or a place to live?
Understand your situation, and I'm sorry that you had to spend so many years in the hospital. However, this does not change the fact that you don't have the qualifications for the job. Even if you did, I cannot hire someone in your situation. Other staff members simply would not feel safe around you. I would ask you not to contact me anymore. Sincerely, Jeremy Sandberg. Well, I believe I may have found all the information in here. Except I didn't put the other pillow on the bed. Alright, so, bit creepy, Mr. Spade. Not a fan.
Did you intend for me to discover your little dark room? Or did this just fall down? M and H. Maybe Beth could find them in the logbook.
Okay, so we've got the gun, we've got the stalking journal, which does give every date, which is wonderful, because otherwise I wouldn't remember that. Pawn shop and the rejection letters.
Pile.
I have a whole load of cups. Where shall I put the cups?
Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today. I won't complain.
But I want to snoop. Okay. Let's call Beth. Oh, Beth! I have information about Mr. Morgan.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hold on. Andrew. Andrew. Cover for me, will you? What's going on? Hey, Tintin. Just do it.
Tintin.
Sorry about that. So, I take it you opened Morgan's safe? What was in it?
I found his journal.
Journal.
His journal? Does he say why he's stalking you?
No, but it seems he's stalking 2 other people as well.
Oh, who are they?
They're guests. I don't know their names, though. I was hoping you could find them in the logbook.
Well, Snoopy, although it may seem like it, I'm not actually clairvoyant, so I'll need something to narrow the search. Do you know anything about them?
Oh, referred to as M and H.
Mr. Morgan refers to them as H and M.
Well, that could mean a lot of things. It could be their initials, or, I don't know, husband and mistress.
True.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I'll need a little more to go on.
Transfer
I
request to
found out that
507.
Mr. Morgan made a request to be transferred to room 507, but it was denied because...
That's Mrs. Beaumont's room.
Exactly.
Why change rooms when his entire setup is in 505?
I'm not sure. I just thought it might be related.
Maybe, but... would you look at that? There's a couple staying in room 509, Hector and Marcella Cruz.
Oh.
Hector and Marcella. H and M.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Ooh. What do we know about
Do you know
them?
anything about the Cruzes?
Well, I saw them come in and out of the hotel a few times. Called a taxi for them once. The missus does the smiling and the other frowns a lot. Nothing to write home about. Do you have room 509 on your to-do list by any chance?
I do, actually.
Then maybe you go clean it and have a little look-see?
Yeah, nothing unusual here. Just A maid cleaning a room.
That's my girl.
I'll call you if I
Hell
find
yeah.
anything.
Just be careful, okay?
I will. I promise. I must have forgotten my keys in the break room again.
Oh, we're gonna go back to the break room first. God, that blizzard is going for it, isn't it? This is where I got to last part, which was all signs pointing to 509. Sometimes it feels like Beth has the answer to everything. Help with the logbook, we were able to figure out who the mysterious H&M are. Two guests, Hector and Marcella Cruz, married couple staying on the same floor as Mr. Spade in room 509. Bet a quick look around their room will reveal something, but I'll need my keys, which I left downstairs, probably in the break room. Classic Sophie. And I do have 4 cups, which I thought I could put on this card. Place towel. What is this?
Let's put those on the bathroom shelf.
Oh. Oops. Ah, there we go.
Another day, another dirty dish to pick up.
I accidentally picked up a towel. That's fine. Anyways. Off we go to the break room. Excuse me. Rude. Alright. Bit less glamorous, isn't it? Locker room is this way, but I want to have a little snoop around. That's a no to divorce poster. What's this? Start at the top. Clarington. Do not forget, use the word guest when talking to or about clients. I'm getting tired of repeating this. That's from Bernard. To all employees, as you probably are aware, Valentine's Day is upon us and we are almost completely booked for the weekend. I know this is the time for colds, but I will not accept anyone missing a work shift in the next few days. I want the rooms cleaner than ever. Very aware of staff well-being here, aren't they, huh? I also wish to remind you of our continued partnership with Weston's department store. Take every opportunity you have to suggest the store for our guests' shopping needs. Thanks to this partnership, special prizes from Weston's will once again be awarded to our best employee at the end of the month. Andrew's book club. Let's talk about books and stuff. Over a nice cup of coffee. Thursdays at 7. Why not? Corner Cafe. More details, please contact Andrew. Oh, wait. Don't forget to tell guests to avoid blocking corridors with their luggage. This is an accident waiting to happen.
Why things go missing around here? Sometimes it feels like the hotel just gobbles things up.
Or is it someone who stays here? Lost gold bracelet. Great sentimental value. If found, please return to Yvette. And what's this one?
Huh. Carol seems sweet. If I wasn't so bad around new people, maybe we could be friends.
Hi everyone, my name is Carol and I've just started as a new maid. It's my first job and I'm really grateful to be given the chance to work in such a nice hotel. Can't wait to meet you all. Welcome to the team. Hope you enjoy. Nice to meet you. Etc. etc.
It's locked. Fine. Keep your seat. People don't usually leave this unlocked.
Ooh. Is this mine? Ooh, we're snooping now. Eugene, half the washing machines are out of order. Because of this, I won't be able to finish our current load in time and Beth will be forced to offer guests an apology discount. Please fix the machines before Bernard kills me, Rebecca. So this is Eugene's. Huh?
Open sesame? Nope. No luck.
Jacques' locker. Ooh. This is invading so much
Look
privacy.
at each other. You can tell it's the real deal.
Him and Wendy. I think it's Wendy. Sure, it's Wendy.
Off limits.
And
Did I remember to punch in this morning?
We sure hope so. Sink. So many things to look at.
Shoot, it's locked. I guess I'll have to get Linda's master key instead. Linda usually leaves a master key in the women's locker room.
The women's locker room. Oh, there's a locker room here. Ah.
do? And to whom?
Linda, my wife will be at her parents' tonight, so come by my house at 8 p.m. Make sure you brought the... And make sure you bring the new lingerie I bought you. B. Bernard? Is my first guess on that one? Someone's crying. Wait, hang on. I just need to remind myself again. That's for Linda, right? And Linda... 16. Linda feels incredibly strongly about married couples who choose to divorce. Been leaving anti-divorce fires on every floor, won't speak to any divorcee, staying at the hotel like poor Mrs. Beaumont in room 507. Where do such strong convictions like that come from? It's a little hypocritical to say the least. Linda's always worked quite closely with Bernard, but we've all known their relationship goes beyond just co-workers. That relationship's been strained lately, and it seems like the source of that strain is poor Wendy. Interesting. I wonder if that was Wendy or Jacques. Alright, who's crying back there? What's
to be
this?
tossed aside by your best friend like that? Oh, Wendy, that's a special brand of heartbreak.
Rude.
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
Ooh. So many things to look at, Yvette.
I wish I understood you better, Yvette. You and Wendy had such a close friendship. Why throw it all away? Yvette's and Susan's favorite activity, talking behind other people's backs.
So now I have to provide soap to the guests. This is getting ridiculous. What's next? A hairdryer in every room. Speaking of hair, have you seen Rebecca's new haircut? I don't think she could look even uglier. Smoke break at 3:45. S. S? Who's S?
Well, I think your haircut looks good, Reb.
Ooh, I can throw things away. Forgot I could do that. Susan probably then, huh? Can't believe Miss Perfect got the Employee of the Month reward again. I'm sure she won't even use the mixer she won. She's too dumb to understand how it works. Poor Jacques, he deserves so much better than that stupid whore. And did you see the look on Sophie's face when Bernard first showed the mixer? You'd swear that widow had never seen one in her life. Anyway, join me at 11:15 for a smoke break. Why? So Yvette and Susan need to calm their farms, because that's just rude. Wendy. I mean, I'm a bit rude snooping in everyone's lockers, to be fair. Ooh.
This shade of red, it matches the message.
I knew it was her. Like, can I just put everything back as it came?
It goes beyond constructive criticism. It's just a personal crusade.
It's from Linda. Wendy, do you think I don't see the way you talk to guests, the way you smile at them and call them sweetie while you fill their coffee cups, the way you laugh at their jokes and bat your eyes like a stupid teenage girl? I'm not sure if you're doing it for the tip or to get Employee of the Month reward, but either way, this is unacceptable. And I won't even mention the way you wear your uniform. This is a respected hotel, not a pleasure house. Although I've always had a problem with your behaviour, I tolerated it as long as the guests were happy, but now that you're getting engaged, I can no longer remain silent about it. What would Jacques say if he saw you? I'm sure he would be as ashamed as I am. Maybe you've got Bernard fooled like every other man, but if you don't change your behaviour, I'll find a way to convince him to fire you. This is your only warning.
I don't want to think of what could happen to Wendy if someone found these. Should
Ooh! Am I gonna... shall I throw away Wendy's lipstick? I mean, who else would write it though, right? What's in Carol's? Carol, hope you're having a great first week. Valentine's Day is a very busy time, but in a way I should calm down soon. Yesterday I saw you watch while we were playing cards at lunch. You're welcome to join us anytime if you wish, Nicole. Oh, what is this? Carol, here's the chambermaid's guide I talked about. Come see me if you have questions concerning the job or the staff. I can tell you who you should hang out with, who you should avoid. Yvette. No one likes you, Yvette. You're rude. Nicole. Dear sister, we need to talk about Kevin. The other day, Patrick received some pamphlets from a friend from the States. Now he is convinced that our child is a sissy. How is that even possible? The boy is only 5 years old. Does it really matter if he likes to play with girls and prefers dolls to toy cars? Still, I cannot help but think, if Patrick is right, if Kevin indeed is like that, what kind of future awaits him? Will he ever be able to get a job, to have a family, to live a normal life? Every time I look at him now, I feel like crying. I just want my little boy to be happy. Is that too much to ask? Love, Nicole.
It's locked.
Hey! It's my locker.
Fine. Keep your secrets, Walker.
Oh, this is it. This is my locker, where I'm allowed to be.
Haven't gotten any tips so far today.
Tips.
Being recognized for doing a good job. That feeling never gets
Sophie,
old.
noticed a real improvement in the quality of your work lately. I've heard a few guests saying how clean their rooms are after you go through them. Who knows, maybe we'll manage to steal the Employee of the Month reward from Wendy.
Off limit open sesame? Nope.
You know what? I am gonna... I mean, it's gonna be Wendy crying in there, right? I'm gonna chuck out the lipstick. Maybe the letter? Oh... But no, then it just shows like Linda's out to get her, but like... Does the writing match the writing on that? Not really. I am gonna throw away the lipstick. Lipstick is gone. The letter can stay there. Anyone would react to a letter like that. Not a problem. It's fine. Wendy used to be best friends with her. Now she's just awful to her. She and Susan have teamed up to ensure that no one at the hotel goes ungossiped about. Rebecca works in the laundry room. A tough job to do on your own, but manages to get it done. A little withdrawn. Makes her an easy target for some of the other maids, but from what I can tell, she's sweet. I don't know how much I should buy into this, but there is word among the maids that there's something going on between her and Bobby. Can't say I would have imagined that pair. And Susan's another maid who works here. She's a notorious gossip and loves to make fun of others behind their back. She and Yvette share that charming habit. So I've thrown away the lipstick. I'm going to leave the letter, because anyone would have that reaction to the letter, to be honest. Can I just take this key before I forget? Okay.
I'll just have to make sure I don't forget to return it.
Right, who's crying?
What is it?
Wendy? It's Sophie. Are you alright?
Do I sound alright?
No, I guess not.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk.
Ooh. Who wrote on Linda's door?
I don't mean to disturb you, but did you see who wrote that message on Linda's door?
What?
The lipstick message. Do you know who wrote it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Please, Sophie, just go.
Alright. Okay.
I'm gonna cover Wendy's ass, and I've taken her lipstick. She doesn't have any red lipstick in her locker now. So... there's all these things here to look at, though. Let me skim some of them. Linda would only let us put chocolates on the bed occupied by married couples only.
Linda, you're not even trying to hide the daggers in your eyes.
Linda offers Wendy the Employee of the Month reward. January. Book club. Asked to remind you that we have a very important guest in room 602. Please satisfy any of his needs quickly as possible and without questions. If you see the freak from room 505 loitering around the hotel, please tell him to stop. Bernard said he's scaring some of our guests. To all employees, you're probably aware Valentine's Day, that's about not having a cold, and if you do, you still have to come to work.
Perfectly nice to me.
Ooh. The divorcee from room 204 has moved to room 507. She wants more sheets again. So if you please take care of it, I do not want to speak to people like her. Oh wait, he was in 505. The divorcee in room 507. Interesting. That must be the... I don't know, one of the ladies.
Right, the master key only unlocks the guests' rooms. I'll have to get my keys later. At least I can get into 509 now.
Alright, 509. Close that on my way out.
Hey, you.
Oh,
Beth!
Hey, Beth. On break already?
Sadly, no. I have an express delivery to make to the 6th floor.
Isn't that Jacques or Andrew's job?
Well, they're both busy, so... What about you? I thought you'd be in 509.
I'm heading up now. I just had to grab Linda's master key before I could continue our... investigation.
Oh, I see. Well, this has been quite the day so far, hasn't it? I can't remember the last time work was this interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it. That's not all, though.
Ooh. I just saw something on Linda's door.
While I was looking for my keys, I found some graffiti on Linda's door.
What kind of graffiti are we talking about?
The words hypocrite bitch in red lipstick. And, I found a red lipstick inside Wendy's locker, so putting two and two together...
Not necessarily.
Yeah, well, Wendy has about 1,000 reasons to do something like that. Linda's been treating her like her personal punching bag as of late.
To me, though, if I can get into Wendy's locker, anyone else could have gotten into Wendy's locker and also used her red lipstick. So I'm not sure it was Wendy, you know? Linda's being too harsh.
Yeah,
Linda's being too harsh.
been pretty bad to Wendy. I'm not surprised she snapped.
Remember that day when Wendy came to work with that gorgeous perm? The staff, the clients, everyone complimented her. Then Linda came along and sent her right back home to straighten it out because her cosmetic choices were distracting the clientele. Ugh.
I'm not trying to excuse her behavior, but I think Linda's under a lot of pressure right now. It can't be easy, managing so many people with Bernard breathing down your neck.
You know, I don't know how you do it, Sophie. Maybe it's because my empathy only goes so far, but I admire that you're able to feel for just about anyone.
Oh, I could romance Beth. I didn't know there was romance options in this. I need to know who else I can romance before I make my choice. My mum always taught me thanks. She likes her mum.
It comes from my mom. As a nurse during the war, she had to care for all kinds of soldiers, even enemy ones sometimes. I don't know if I'm quite at her level yet, though.
Don't sell yourself short. You're a very compassionate person, Sophie.
Thanks, Beth.
Thanks.
Well, this was a lovely chat, but I better see if Eugene is around maintenance. Hopefully he can help me find this thing for our esteemed guest.
Yeah, we both got a lot on our plates today.
I can't wait to find out more about our friends H&M. Take care.
You too.
You can leave the basement. I'm happy with my snooping. Alright. 509. 507?
I do have 506 next on my list. Should I pop in before checking out 509?
Ooh, yes. Yes, I should. Oh, what am I doing for 506 anyway? Where's my list gone? A complete clean, expect a big mess. Oh, maid duties. Let's go. Alright.
Oh boy. Someone's been living it
Let's have
up.
a little look. Bit of a Valentine's Day Eve here. Clean up that. What's this
Another
now?
fan of The Gossiper. I never did finish that article from this morning. That feels like so long ago now.
Nothing in the drawers. What is this now? Did he really just scold us for talking? These mid-roll cab drivers, I swear. I know, I thought he'd appreciate us trying to make conversation. Oh, they must have been scribbling in the, Oh, scribbling on the back in the taxi. Cute. That'll be the menu. Pick up all dawn pillows. Throw that away. Clean this. Didn't actually seem to use a bed because I don't need to make the bed. They stole a wet floor sign? Love it.
Not exactly a cherished gift. If you just left it behind like this.
This Valentine's Day, I'm on the hunt. I'm not going home without a prize. Dear my beloved Leanne, much as I would have loved to spend this Valentine's Day with the woman who's about to become my Mrs. Hubert, I'll happily make do with the lifetime of Valentine's Days awaiting us. Enjoy your week in Montreal. I'll be eagerly awaiting your return and the start of our new life together. Love, Gregory. P.S. Don't let Simone rope you into anything crazy. Tell her I need my bride back in one piece. Aww, let's throw it away. Ain't no guests here anymore. They went shopping, didn't they? Clean that. The balloon. Clean that. Straighten the picture. I almost want to say that's it then, huh? I gotta check the bathroom. Who knows what state that could be in. Oh, it's a nice little pink bathroom. Oh, there's champagne in the toilet. Lovely. Oh, that's so funny. Sorry for the mess.
What's the story behind this?
Just one... What, a chocolate-covered shoe? That has to be a chocolate-dipped shoe, right? Am I crazy? Let's throw away that shoe. I can't pick it up, I'll throw it away. That's clean. Toilet's clean. That's clean. Clean the mirror. Are we done in here? We did our full clean on 506. Okay. Partial, 507. 507 just has an X on it. Let's see! Ready to Snoopy Snoop?
Well, that's one less room to clean today.
509, sorry. Oops. 508? Do I have 508? Can I do that? 508 complete.
Huh. I do have 508 on my
Not
list, but
disturb, I won't for now.
I
Okay.
won't. For now.
Let's see. What's in 509? Interesting.
Looks like someone had quite the shopping spree.
Ooh, is this a receipt?
More work for poor Rebecca.
Same day laundry
Hang in there,
service. Cruise, number of items 5. 1 tuxedo, 1 pair of pants, 2 shirts, and 1 tie.
No combination, no entry.
Ooh, I'm gonna find the combination again. Nothing of interest in there. I'm gonna start with the bathroom. Oh! This is a nice tub. Lovely. Oh. Clean the toilet. What's this?
These are lovely. I wish you'd had more confidence in yourself.
I still love you as much as I did the day I met you. I'll always remember the first time I saw you in that beautiful blue-red dress on the... Seems like only yesterday when I first... 10 years ago I promised I would always love you, and today I vow pledge again that I pledged 10 years ago. Everything changed the day you came into my life. I hope it will change again when a new member enters our fam. Hope we can soon expand our family with A. You know how important family is to me. Oh, can I not read that thingy? No. Each Moodle tablet contains 4 active ingredients. One tablet every 3 or 4 hours. If needed, take more than 5 tablets in 24 hours. Inspect this toothbrush. Bathroom at done. Some food there. Oh. Someone's been sleeping on the sofa. Five Eyes one of the sweets. Marcella and Hector Cruz have certainly made it feel quite lived in. A lot to look through, so I better get started. One half of the cruisers seems to have made their own sleeping arrangements on the room's couch. Whether that was voluntary or at the demands of the other is unclear. Right, Hector Cruz, or to use Mr. Morgan's shorthand, H. The other Cruz and the husband of Marcella, they splurged on a suite, but I know not to assume that's a sign of a happy marriage, especially when someone's made up a couch and bed in the living room. Tension in their room is palpable. Sounds great. Enough of that. Pick up the cup. Oh, okay, that's the oratory. They've got a little... Oh, does it say something? No. Expenses, Montreal vacation. Oh, this should be exciting, shouldn't it? Okay, so on the 13th they spent $10 on a restaurant and a taxi. Wow. Valentine's Day, hotel restaurant, tramway, church donation, tramway, room service, so 24. 15th, they restaurant, taxi, diner, tramway, department store, hotel restaurant, totaling 62, 65. I wonder if that lines up with what the little spy there was going on about, to be honest. And what's this? We have a historic and game Montreal, photographs, maps, information. Oh. January 5, there's a cross. January 7th, SW. January 16, meeting with John. 20 SW question mark, scribbled out. Regional meeting at 9. Haircut on January 28th. Book appointment 29th of January. February 2nd, X. February 6th, notary appointment. February 10, departure. Montreal arrival on the 13th. Wedding anniversary, don't forget vows on the 14th. Attempt number 12, rose petals on bed, question mark, on the 16th. Return trip on the 17th. So are they leaving today?
This person looking for you back in Texas, was he really just a co-worker?
Dear son, I cannot believe you decided to renew your vows so far away from the family. Your father and I are very disappointed, and so are your sisters. Montreal, what a strange destination. I would not be surprised if this was another one of your wife's ideas. Met Luciana in town yesterday. She has 5 children, 3 boys, 2 girls, and is pregnant with her 6th. One has just bought them a nice house on the corner of Prado and Ramos. Imagine if you had married her like you were supposed to, but you would have your own family by now. Yesterday I also drove by your home to get the mail. As I was leaving, I met a man who was looking for you. I think he's one of your colleagues from work, but I'm not sure. I told him you were in Montreal and we'll be back next week. When do you come back exactly? I hope you can be there for your uncle's birthday party on Friday. I'll make your favourite cake. Your mother. Gosh, this is a grown man. Stop checking up on him. Bible on the floor.
Wow, you look like a couple out of a magazine.
February 14th, 1948.
Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is.
Should you? I'd fold the blanket. Do you not fold the blanket? That's the same newspaper we read in the last one. Same menu as the last one. Mr. Hector Cruz, insurance agent. Protect the dream. Oh.
Cruz got her personal information stolen. Is Mr. Morgan behind it?
Dear Mrs. Cruz, we wish to apologise on behalf of our company for the privacy breach that occurred on the 25th of September. Thank you for calling it to our attention. We are currently investigating that breach and trying to understand how this individual was able to obtain your personal information. Rest assured that we will put measures in place to make sure the situation does not repeat itself. Your privacy is and always will be one of our top priorities. Sincerely, Harold Fernie and John Wiseman. SOS 5 or is that 505?
Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters.
4 letters, huh? Code of 4 letters, huh? Oops. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there? No.
The shade is really striking.
I do enjoy the case that that's in, actually. To read. Young Anne, a game of hide and seek, excellent women, the price of salt, a lonely place, blank wall, stranger in the night, beast in view, the horizontal man, had to be murder, followed by some funny symbols, 6P03. Do I need to know about these codings? Because there was codings in the other Don room as well. No, it doesn't. Gonna go old-fashioned and use some paper. We got some codes on our hands. Right. Because R is a little P. O for D. 3 for E. M is currently like an underscore, like dashed line. But then... and U is 6. There were ones in the other room as well.
The first step should be to tidy up a bit. Searching a clean room is easier than searching a messy one.
Hang on, Sophie, I'm onto something. In 505 there were symbols underneath. I'll see if I can go back into the other room for this, to be honest. Right, anyway.
Am I reading this right? The account's been emptied.
Whoa! A whole lot of money gone. But there's like symbols again, because T is a little squiggle. X is W. Smart, big brains here. 6 is U, as we already have. Yeah. N is just a line, which could be an I, or it could be a 1. I don't know. Interesting.
Someone tore that note apart, but I'm missing some pieces. I can't make out what's written.
Paper scraps, paper scraps. Pills provide birth control. B is bracket. C is another bracket. Development of comprehensive pill believed to be the ultimate form of birth control has reported yesterday to a group of journalists. N is G. T is P. Interesting. Pill was tested among 2018 women, despite reports of some undesirable effects, that the pill showed greater promise for the future.
This looks right up Andrew's alley. I wonder if he's read this one.
Stranger in the Night. Did I look in all these drawers? I don't think I did. Did I? I can't remember already. Do I need to clean up anything else?
I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. The food's practically a what were you apologizing for?
I'm sorry, please forgive
and
me.
were you forgiven?
Oh. Need to get another towel. Can I sneak back into a 505? Yes, good. Because I need to check something. Which one was it? Hi. Squiggle. And 4. There we go. Beaver Lake Skate Rental. A is 2. B is 8. D is L? 3. Is there a 4th paper piece I need to find somewhere then? Amazing. We have a code on our hands, lads. Obviously this is an edge. There's obviously a top edge. Another top edge. Do. Yes, no. Definitely there. No. There we go, there we go, now we got it, now we got it, yes, yes, lovely, yes, there it is.
It's some kind of code.
Yeah, I can break it, you know why? Because I've been note-taking this whole time. So we know S. Ah, ha ha ha! Yes.
Oh, these symbols match some
Yeah,
of the ones
yeah,
in
it
the phone
does. I've been already doing this all along. Right, so that's an equals for S. 8. W is 8. Why do I have W as W? I did that wrong. Oh, so I don't have to keep track of it. I've been doing my own paper trail. Can I fill in the blanks? I. 8 is W. 3. Well, I already found 3, so I'm just gonna go with what I have quickly. 2 is A. That must be V. So V is G. I will leave. Let's just see if we can fill in some of the blanks. I will leave notes, yes. Yes, that does make sense. I will leave notes in the... Yes, that's going... That's... If you want to know, I did the same thing just now as I was finding stuff, so they're not all on screen. I'm not going to go back through and find where I found them all. I'll go with what I've got. I will leave notes in the event next. That's definitely going to be X, so that's basically W. Next to 7. I don't have a 7. I'm guessing that's a U. Yep, your... M. Your is 7.
I will leave notes in the vent next to
Yes! I'm a detective. Let's go.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Beth, I have so much
Beth,
news.
It's me.
Hey, so how did the snooping go? Find anything?
I did. I found a message written in strange symbols. A kind of secret code.
A secret code? Well, spill the beans. What did it say?
I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
In the vent? Who the hell does that?
I don't know, but whoever the message was intended for went through a lot of trouble to hide it. It was torn in 12 pieces and scattered in 3 different trash cans.
So the Cruises are keeping secrets from each other. Do you think one of them's having an affair?
Oh, it could be an affair. Or is it blackmail?
Well, that's possible. It's quite obvious they're having marital problems.
What makes you say that?
Couch bed.
I'm pretty sure the husband was sentenced to sleeping in the living room. I found a pillow and some sheets on the couch.
Okay, so maybe he snores a lot. Or he kicks her in his sleep. I've been elbowed
I like
by my
Beth
sister
keeping me
more times
neutral
than
in
I
all
can
of
count.
this, as much as she loves
People are
the
just bad
loves the
sleepers.
drama.
Is that all you've got?
I also found an apology note, neatly folded next to a room service tray. I think Mr. Cruz wrote it.
Oh, yeah. Then he's definitely having an affair. Mrs. Cruz found out, so he tried to apologize, but she kicked him out of the bedroom anyway. What do you think?
Mrs. Cruz could be the one having the affair. I found a bank statement from a secret account of hers.
A secret account?
Well, that's my guess. It's in her own name and hidden in her jewelry box.
But how could she open her own account or withdraw money from it without her good old husband's approval?
Maybe she had help from a friend? Or a lover?
Oh, spicy.
And that's not all. The account was emptied about a week ago. A withdrawal of $5,000.
That's no pocket change. It sure sounds like she's planning to run away.
Yeah. I'll go and have a look at the vent that's mentioned in the message. Just to be sure we're on the right track.
Yeah, good idea, Bean.
Ah, I have a
I'm
nickname
about
from
to go on
Beth.
break, so if you need my help again, just ask Andrew to patch you through to the break room.
Alright. Enjoy your break.
See you, Beth. I'ma keep snooping. Alright.
An hour? Christ.
Why are Banana and Linda in there?
That letter. Wendy must have run through my trunk. Wendy? What's this obsession of yours with her?
It's not an obsession. I know she did it.
Linda.
To get back at me. She thinks it's my fault Jack broke up their engagement.
Do you have any proof?
I do. I found this letter in Wendy's locker. I sent it to her a few days ago. I was kindly warning her that her behavior could compromise her engagement, and I was quite right. But look at what she scribbled down here. Not only does it prove she hates me,
Fuck,
but
no.
it's the same as the message on the
No, it's not. It didn't even look the same.
I suppose that's proof enough. Very well. I'll call Wendy to my office later and fire her.
Good. It's time
No!
The nerve she has calling me a bitch. And to expose our intimacy like that.
Speaking of which, I thought we might, yeah.
That's plenty from you two. No, I took the lipstick, but like the writing wasn't the same. Oh. Did I get Wendy fired? Oh. Poor Wendy. Maybe she'll be happier somewhere else though.
No messages. Let's try another vent.
I'm sorry, Wendy. Oh.
I can't see anything in there. I think I have all the supplies I need.
Ooh. Another! Yeah! Don't need to go get a screwdriver. There's one in Eugene's locker.
Can't open these without a screwdriver.
Ugh! There's a screwdriver in here. Ooh! A note for Eugene. What does it say? Eugene, Bernard tells me there's a cold draft coming from his window and it's turning his office into a freezer.
Bernard's office right now.
Fixing this should be your highest priority today.
Shoot, no screwdriver. What's life without a little challenge?
Go get the one from downstairs? Maybe?
Wait, Sophie, you don't need these. Oh, this must be Eugene with his daughter. He looks like a caring father.
Cute. What are the notes we got in here?
It sounds like Eugene asked Bernard to stop opposing the construction of the new psychiatric hospital. And Bernard was Bernard.
Dear Eugene, I was unaware of your daughter's condition. I can only imagine how difficult this must be for you and your wife, but do not worry. You only have to look at my brother to see how rotten apples grow even in the best of families. As for your request, I'm afraid I'm unable to grant it. Mr. Weston is both a good friend of mine and a benefactor of the Clarrington, so it would be inappropriate for me to oppose him. Also, considering his great influence in the city, I have no doubt he'll manage to prevent the hospital's construction, no matter what. Thank you for your understanding, Bernard.
Oh, Eugene. I had no idea.
Dear Eugene, a friend of mine has heard from her hairdresser, who's heard from her sister-in-law, who works as a secretary to the mayor, that the city plans on building a new mental hospital right next to the Clarrington. Imagine, Denise could get the care she needs while staying close to home. It's almost too good to be true. I don't dare to get my hopes up, but still, keep my ear to the ground and keep you posted as soon as I have more news. Warm wishes, Joyce. Aww.
Eugene's a pro at fixing the fuse box whenever there's a power outage. I've never seen two people more suited for each other. I hope they work things out. They need to.
Well, I guess I go downstairs then, because there's no screwdriver up here. Who's this man? Why is his head so small?
It's,
oh, it's Bernard.
Miss Bellavent, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Oh, right.
Do you use Bernard? You don't even know your maid's names. I have a name tag on.
You took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
Rude man.
Sir.
What are you doing here anyway? Are you on break?
Ooh. Well, why would I say I need a screwdriver? Yes.
Yes, I am.
Don't take too long.
No, I won't.
It's the most awkward elevator trip ever.
Well, don't you look mischievous. Hey, Bean. If you're planning to give Bernard a good scare, sign me up.
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent.
There's one in his
Linda asked
locker.
Eugene
You already
to fix
found one
Bernard's
earlier.
window.
Oh, I see.
Eugene?
What the hell? You'd better go and take a look. I'll stand guard by the elevator and make some noise if I see Bernard coming.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick.
Ah! Let's do a rapid inspection of this room. Alright. Nothing there. Coffee cup. Ooh. I don't know that I want to close the window. Do I want to get involved? What does this say?
This does not look like a nice brotherly check-in. I had no idea.
Dear brother,
things
I
would
thank
be
you for your
savage
invaluable
whenever I'm
input,
in.
but need I remind you to the terms of our agreement. I did my part, I got you out of jail, and ensured the news of your deviant ways would not leak. Now I expect you to keep your side of the bargain and stay out of my way. You're not in charge of the hotel anymore. I've worked relentlessly over the last 2 years to return the Clarington to its former glory, a great challenge considering the poor state you left it in. I'm glad Father never got to see how you so shamelessly destroyed his great legacy. As for me, I will be dead too before I listen to a single word of advice from you. You ask I lower our prices, but I can tell you I plan on doing just the opposite. My guests will only be la creme de la creme. Your deviant friends can find themselves another place for their sinful debaucheries. Enjoy your retirement. I'll leave that there. Oh.
Ew. Is this?
Ew, Linda's bra's in the desk. There was something to inspect in there. Come back.
Ew. Is this?
Oh, it's cutting through. That's fine. Linda's bra is in the desk. Ooh. Check on room 602. Ask Eugene to fix radiator. Call Weston's office. Apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Drake for Valentine's Day ball mishap. Speak with contract about cost overruns. Call Weston's office again. Decide winner of Employee of the Month award. Well, I guess I kind of have to clean it, don't I? Ooh. Mr. Ludek, my employer has made the following requests. To avoid unwanted attention, his identity should remain secret to both guests and staff. The temperature in room 602 should be kept at exactly 22 degrees. His dog should be fed the very best roast beef. His room should be cleaned every day at 11:30 AM on the dot. Eggs should be banned from his room service orders. No one should disturb him between the hours of 4 and 5 PM. More requests shall follow once my employer takes possession of his room. I want to know who's in 602.
Well, just look at these distinguished gentlemen.
They all look the same.
And a young Bernard. Kinda wish I worked here when Raymond was in charge. Sounds like the hotel was very different back then.
Yeah, so I guess I have to clean up that stuff.
With this blizzard, Bernard's office will be a skating rink by the end of the day. Best to avoid that. Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous.
Dear Mr. Weston, I would like to thank you again for agreeing to this partnership between the Clarington Hotel and Weston's department store. Thanks to your generous help, renovations are well underway and the hotel has never looked better. You should come visit soon when your busy schedule allows it, of course. On another note, it has come to my attention that you have formed a group of local businessmen to oppose the construction of the new mental hospital. After working so hard to elevate the Clarington standards, I cannot allow a band of cuckoos to move in my backyard. Should you accept it, it would be an honor and a privilege to join your fight. Yours sincerely, Bernard. Handwritten by Eugene. Enjoy the cold, you cold-hearted prick. I'm gonna throw it away.
Aha!
Ooh.
Let's get you to that vent.
Well, you're gonna get fired. Ah! We've done it now. We've done it now. That's my decision. Too bad.
Surely your break is over by now.
No, it's not.
I came by here not too long ago, and Andrew was already covering for you.
That's because I was in the ladies' room.
That's no excuse to...
It's my time of the month.
Classic.
You're married, aren't you? So you know how it is. I have to go more often, and sometimes I stain the furniture, and don't get me started on all the...
That's enough details. Miss Belovit, what were you doing in my office?
What? I wasn't. Someone left the door ajar.
I was simply closing the door. Someone left it ajar.
Really? But that doesn't explain what you're doing on this floor.
I told you I was on my break.
Cleaning staff isn't supposed to wander around the lobby for no reason. You wouldn't be lying to me, would you, Miss Belovit?
My name isn't Miss Belovit.
No, I swear,
It's my fault. I asked her to come clean up a mess I made. Spilled coffee.
Coffee? Oh, Miss Lambert, you're not supposed to have beverages at the front desk.
It's going terribly.
Well, there are so many rules here, I lose track.
Come with me.
Don't hate me, Beth, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Beth's chill. Beth's fine. She can get away with it. She's fine. She was caught lying. I forgot the rules that we weren't allowed in the lobby. I thought the break room was on the same floor, but it's not. But good news is we found a screwdriver.
Oh, I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew.
I'm gonna leave part 2 there. Found my screwdriver. Got caught lying. Classic. I'm gonna be so sad already when this game is over because I just... I love it. But time to open the vent and see what the note says. Oh, that's fun. Ooh. What does it say? Oh, we get to decode it again. I've got my little paper code as well here. I know I've got some of the symbols in game, but I'm going by my paper one. Because I have more info on it, to be honest. Alright. So this line is M. 3 is E. Yeah, that's gonna be T, for sure. Meet. Tonight. In my room. It's gonna be Michael. What? What? Yes. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss
Meet me tonight
our
in
plan.
my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Am I crazy? Who's Michael? Beth will be so excited to hear this.
Clarrington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hello, Bean. Anything new to report?
Yeah. Actually, let's just check in if I got her in trouble earlier.
But I also wanted to thank you for saving my skin earlier.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope I didn't get you into too much trouble.
Well, I did get a little sermon from Bernard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't fuss about it. He mainly complained about my lack of decency and my abrasive personality. So, the usual stuff, you know? He did keep me in there forever, though. So, tell me it was worth it. Tell me you found something good in that vent.
Oh, we did.
Actually, that's why I'm calling. Would you mind looking up another guest for me?
Ooh, so you've got more names?
Yes.
Yeah. Someone named Michael?
Let me check the logbook. How did you get that name anyway?
I found another message written in secret code. It says, "Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan."
So another husband, huh?
Maybe.
Well, there's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh, Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
Could Marcella
Yes?
No, never mind. So, what's next?
Bess, you can't do
I
that.
should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
But Beth, I want to clean 508. That's also on my list, and I kind of want to clean it.
You've got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Okay,
Thanks,
Beth, that's
Beth.
fine, but
I'll
I have
call you
another room to clean. I have 508 was the one that Bernard was in. So I want to clean it. I like also doing my maid duties. Nothing in there. Don't think that's opened. You'll just leave that there. Ugh. Linda, my wife will be at her parents' tonight, so come by my house 8 PM and make sure you bring the new laundry I bought you. B. Ew. Oh, and that's the... Just throwing away all of that. I'm so annoyed I got Wendy in trouble because I forgot to throw out that other note. Ew. They've been up to no good in this bedroom. Alright, well I've played 508 as well. I just wanted to see if there was anything funky in here. I mean, we know what Bernard and Linda did anyway, so that's not the end of the world. Alright, so we're gonna sneak in to 507. Now I shouldn't actually clean anything, because they didn't want me to clean anything.
Mr. Cruz, huh?
Mr. Hector Cruz.
Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean?
Some cigarettes. Some lipstick stained mug. Another lipstick stained mug. Cherry brandy. An empty photo frame. Photo frame of some kids and some nuns. Frosted Pops. Free yo-yo inside. Like a Beaumont. It's the same menu. Keep battery out, brushy chamber when not in use. Pencils. Fast train rails through the Midwest.
So you were eager to set up a meeting, but didn't want anyone noticing.
Hope you are well in spite of the circumstances. We've been on the train for 2 days now. It's a long ride, made even longer by the fact I cannot wait to see you again. We are scheduled to arrive in Montreal on the eve of Valentine's Day. I booked room 509. It's a marital suite. When we arrive, please refrain from talking to me until we can figure out a safe way to see each other. Say hello to Michael for me, M. That's from Marcella. Is Michael her son?
Adults can be so confusing.
Dad, I'm sorry, but Mum...
It's not you.
Dad, I'm sorry, but Mum asked me not to tell you the name of our hotel. She allowed me to talk about our room, though. We have 2 little beds, a radio, and even a television. Mum let me build a fort, and the maid brought us extra blankets. She's really nice. The hotel is nice too, but I miss home. I wish Mum and you could be happy, and I wish everything could go back to the way it was before, but Mum says it's impossible. She says she no longer loves you. Do you think she'll ever stop loving me too, Michael?
Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged.
December 26, 1945. Dear Anne, you were right. I miss the snow already. It's so hot right now in Texas. It's quite a shock after the cool weather of Montreal. My family has never seen snow before, and I could not find the words to tell you how beautiful it is. They don't understand what they are missing. I wish I could build my brothers a snowman like the one we built together a few weeks ago. I know it's childish, but I had not had that much fun in years. Christmas was exhausting, 9 days of eating, singing, dancing. It's great fun, but I'm glad it's over so I can rest a little. Of course, celebrations will resume for New Year, but it gives me a few days to relax. How are things going with your family? I know you don't get along well, but I hope you're still able to have a good time. I'll leave for Montreal on the 8th. I cannot wait to be back. I miss finding black cat hairs all over my clothes. I miss our late night studying sessions at Harry's. I even miss Sister Miller's classes, if you can believe it. I'll see you soon.
Aha! Keys are Snoop's best friend.
Oh. We'll take the key then, shall we?
Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time.
Blank.
So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh.
Dear Anne, I have met with Louis and he has asked me to give you the enclosed letter. I think I should reiterate that some of your accusations, such as wife abuse, are not grounds for divorce in Quebec. I understand you are hurt, but I do not think antagonizing your husband is very wise at the moment. Do not forget to be in court at 11 AM on the 20th. Be on time. Also, a friendly reminder that my fees for January need to be paid before the end of this month. I'm happy to help you out, but I cannot work pro bono on this. Sincerely, Howard. Ooh. Adam or Eve. Greta. We got a dog's collar. So that's one key. There's another key somewhere.
Those few coins in my tip jar were getting pretty lonely.
I didn't realize they were coins.
Oh, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad.
Dear Sophie, thank you so much for taking care of our room every day and bringing us extra sheets. Michael and I wanted to give you a little something before we left. Sincerely, A. Okay, so that's fine. I was meant to take that. What's this? This letter has been sent to you and has been around the world 3 times. The one who breaks the chain will have bad luck. Mr. Smith received a letter in 1953, made 33 copies and sent them. 3 days later, he won the lottery. Mr. Jones received it in 1956, made 33 copies and sent them. 3 days later, he discovered an old treasure in his backyard. Mr. Williams received the letter and burned it. His wife and 3 kids died in a fire that very night. Mr. Green forgot the letter in a drawer and lost his job. When he found the letter again, he had got a better job than before. In no case should this chain be broken. Make 33 copies and send them. You will experience great joy within 3 days. What's this? The wind in the leaves that day made a sound that sounded like really Anne. The winds in the leaves that day made the tree whistle a soft melody that came to my ear. I remember every part of this day, for it was the day we met. Jesus, this is bad. I was looking for my cat when I heard the sound of leaves blowing in the wind, like a melody to my ear, on this summer day where I met you. Where's the other key? Wait, I'm not meant to be cleaning.
A lovely shade of lipstick. He's all but outright threatening you. Oh, I hope you can stay as far away from him as possible.
I just met with your damn lawyer. You've got some balls to accuse me of all that. As if you were so irreproachable yourself. Do you think I don't know where you spend your nights? But worst of all is that you won't let me see my son. You won't even tell me where he is. If you think you have a chance to get custody, you really don't know me well. I won't let you take Michael away from me.
Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont.
Oh, we got some rings. Matches. Little boat.
I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere?
No?
That look in your eyes. What does it mean?
You don't need to know my name, but you've seen me. I've recognized that look in your eyes when you checked in. You and I don't need to make a fuss about this. You keep your wits about you and I'll do the same. What does that mean? Okay. I'm not finding a key. I could only assume I need to look somewhere else, because if her lipstick's the orange one, that could be Marcella's then. So maybe I'll go have a look in their room?
4 letters.
Nope. I've actually seen this on... Ah, okay.
There you are. With Marcella. Ah, there you are. With Marcella.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean, I've been meaning to speak with you.
Oh, about what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like we were on the right track, 'cause he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Wanna guess what it is?
Black cowabunga.
Blackmail?
What? Why would... No, it's...
Affair. Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like Mr. Cruz was accusing Mr. Morgan of having an affair with his wife. Wouldn't have expected Mrs. Cruz to fall for a man like Morgan, but I guess the heart wants what the heart wants.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something going on here.
The answers probably lie in that chest.
The answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, hold on. I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and maybe I can do something about that.
We're gonna make our own key.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you down.
Candle and some plaster so Beth can make us another key. Amazing. I do remember I tried to pick up some plaster. Over here. Plaster.
This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles...
Let's go snoop in my co-workers' lockers again. Let's close all the doors that I've just left open in case anyone comes back to their room. I'm so now I've gotten like Wendy fired. I'm quite paranoid, honestly. And I don't want to run into Bernard again because he knows I lied and I'm slightly scared. Alright, Rebecca's locker.
Oh, I'd very much like to speak to him, trust me, but I just can't find him. He's nowhere to be found. Gone. Disappeared. I don't know what on earth's going on today. Is it because of that goddamn snow?
Did we help him? Rebecca. Rebecca.
So you do have a stash of candles. But where is it?
Rebecca, the kitchen is out of power again. I can barely see a thing. Bernard wants us to continue working, but I'm not risking chopping off my fingers for that blowhard. Didn't you start holding candles since the last power outage? I remember you saying you never wanted to be caught in the dark basement again. Where's your stash? It's urgent. Please. From Bobby. Rebecca, the VIP guest in the room at 602 is getting on my nerves. He keeps ordering food that's not on the menu. We don't usually do special orders, but Bernard was adamant that we can make all of his wishes come true. Do I look like a goddamn genie? That's not even the worst of it, though. Every night he barges in the kitchen as if it was his home, asking for meat for his precious little terriers. Who feeds dogs $4 roast beef? I can't even afford $4 roast beef for myself. Bobby. Alright, alright. So, where's your candles, then? Who is Rebecca again? Laundry room. Can we go in the laundry room?
I'm good.
Why?
Oh, right. My keys are still in the break room.
Can I... Lovely.
What happened?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
Please, just tell me.
It's Linda. She wrote some stuff on her own door with my lipstick, so I would get the blame.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Wendy, wait. I do. I believe you.
I'm sorry, Wendy. I should have done more. Cards, coffee. There's my keys.
Gotta hold on to these tight.
Right, can I go in the laundry room now? Because I have a feeling that's where it's gonna be. What's this though? If you ever keep stealing my lunch, I want my Tupperwares back, Susan. I feel you, Susan. Ooh. What's this now?
Mr. VIP is really getting to Bobby.
Rebecca, I confess I'm about to commit murder. I don't care who he is, how rich he is, how famous he is. The VIP guest in 602 is a goddamn psycho. He ordered room service this morning, but somehow the plates got mixed up and he received eggs instead of pancakes. It happens, right? Well, the man rushed to the kitchen in a frenzy and yelled at us for 10 minutes straight, saying eggs are disgusting and he hates them. I should have told him he's disgusting and I hate him. I stopped spitting in his next meal. Before leaving, he swore he'd never order anything from our kitchen ever again. Without the shadow of a doubt, this is the worst establishment I have ever visited, he said in his pompous accent. If he ever sends his clothes downstairs to be cleaned, can you be a good friend and stitch all of his pockets? Any other form of sabotage would do too. I know you're creative. Just be careful not to arouse too much suspicion, Bobby. I enjoy that. Candles. So many notes everywhere. Rebecca, the washing machines are not broken. The problem comes from the pipes. They're completely frozen. It's only a matter of time before they burst and flood the entire basement. I've warned Bernard about this issue last winter, but of course he only cares about renovating the parts of the hotel the guests can see. Behind that nice facade, everything is crumbling. I'll see what I can do, but it's not maintenance we need. It's a freaking miracle, Eugene. It's gonna be the last cupboard I look in. It is the last cupboard I look in.
Got a candle.
Lovely.
Now, what next?
Let's read these notes. Is what else you're gonna do.
Ooh.
Not catchy enough.
A movie script?
Needs more murders. And kill a tornado? Why cut the scene inside the nose? Best part of the script. That is disgusting. Something 216. Alright, have we got any important key clues I need to concern myself about from the basement? Lost items list. Fast rate erase numbers found in the laundry room. We've got the candle. We've got the plaster. She's gonna make me a key of the key.
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this.
Getting crafty.
Okay, to start, we need to pour the wax from the pot.
Yeah. Whoa.
Have you done this before? You're a real pro.
Thank you, Beth.
Now, time to put the key into the wax.
Hold on.
Let's give it a few seconds.
That's not what's next.
So the mold really takes form. Okay, I think you can remove it. Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold.
Such like a dainty key as well. I don't know how that would work,
How
but
long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
Indeed. But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side?
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
ooh, drawing or collages? Drawing.
Like drawing?
Oh, God, no. I once drew a dress that everyone mistook for a birthday hat. I never drew again after that. What about you? Haven't I seen you drawing in that journal of yours?
Yeah, I doodle a little.
Hey, you should show me one day. I'd love to see your art.
Sure.
Okay, but promise not to laugh.
What? I'd never, ever do that. I know I make fun of pretty much everything, but not
What a good
people's
lady.
art. That's their soul.
Thank you,
I'm
Beth.
sure it's beautiful.
Thanks.
What do you like to draw anyway?
It's kind of silly, but I've started working on this little comic in which I imagine my life as a celebrity.
A celebrity?
Yeah. I've always found the lives of famous people so fascinating, you know? And I kind of envy them sometimes. All the drama, the excitement.
Yeah, because we're really lacking in drama and excitement today.
Well, today's the exception.
I'm sure there's something else in your life that excites you.
Well, I do like sailing.
Oh.
Excuse me? You sail?
Didn't know
On a
this
boat?
about Sophie.
I used to, with my grandpa. But when he died, we had to sell the boat to pay off his debts.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to go with you.
I don't know if I want to romance Beth. I don't know if I want to romance anyone. Or if I just want to, like, do the story as it is. I don't know. I'm gonna ignore any romantic moves on anyone in this playthrough anyway. I might play it again and I'll romance different people, see what happens, but I'm just gonna stick to just being
That would have been
solo.
great. I really miss it. I miss him too. Even though he was a bit eccentric.
More eccentric than me?
Oh, a lot more.
I'm sure I would have loved him then. Hey, look. I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence, if he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
That will 100% happen to me.
Thank you for everything.
No problem.
Alright, we got a key. What's drawn on this one? A little clown face. I hope I don't have to cover anything up for being down here. Let's go. Should probably like call 507 again and make sure no one's in there. Oof.
Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break.
Ooh, look at all the secrets.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
In Atlanta, I noticed yours is pretty worn down, so I decided to buy you a new one. I hope you like it, and since you enjoyed them so much, here's a little puzzle to figure out the combination. 2 5-letter words are the key, both related to our history. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. Hope you get better. Try to rest today. I'll bring you some hop soup after class.
Huh.
Postman's
I
always
thought I
ring
invited
twice.
you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
Based on the novel I read a while back. I'm sure you'd love it, seeing as you like crime stories and murder so much. Nothing creepy about that.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
I didn't read that one.
I haven't looked at everything yet.
Alright, I'll have to look at that one in a minute. August 11, 1946. Dear Anne, I've just heard Doris Day on the radio, and it made me think of you. I know how much you love Sentimental Journey. Counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Doris? Last time I was in Texas, it felt like coming home. Now strange I feel away from home. I wish you were here with me. I always feel at home in your arms. I can hardly believe it's been 5 weeks since we last saw each other. Sometimes I wonder if I might be going crazy. You're always in my head. Everything reminds me of you. Not only songs on the radio, but silly things like the flowers in our garden, the smell of our shampoo. Or when people say the word darling, and I can hear you say it with your lovely French accent. My family seems to have noticed my odd behaviour, but of course I cannot tell them about you, even though I wish I could. I feel like climbing on the roof of the tallest building in Austin and shouting my feelings to you at the top of my lungs. God, I sound like a giddy teenager and not for the first time. Maybe I am. Sometimes I'm scared that all this time with you was nothing but a dream too good to be true. I'm afraid that when I return to Montreal, I'll realize you never existed, or if you do exist, you don't remember me. I wish I had a picture of the two of us, so I would know for sure it was real. I long for your embrace and taste of your sweet lips. I love you, M. Aww. That's Anne and Marcella. Dear Anne, I'm sorry it took me so long to answer your last letter. Has it been 6 months already since I left Montreal? As you always say, le temps passe vite. Don't know if I said that right. My parents are glad I'm done with my studies. They always thought it was a strange idea for me to go to university. Now they want me to find a husband and have children like any other woman. I think I will. These past few months I've had a lot of time to reflect on our relationship. You know my feelings for you, and I hope you never forget how much I love you. But we cannot hide our heads in the sand any longer. We were lucky our story lasted as long as it did, and foolish to think it would last forever. Our love is forbidden, and hiding it from my family is proving more and more difficult every day. You'll always have a special place in my heart, but I believe it is time for us to go our separate ways. What was that one that I missed? This one. Okay. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. There was definitely something about a cat. There was something about like black hairs. I'm sure there was something about black hairs. Hang on. Greta is the first one. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. I have Doris as a question mark from one of those things, but I think if I go back into Marcella's room, I'm gonna see what that book is. That's Margot B. Thompson, so that doesn't work. Maybe we'll just try Doris. So it's the first two. It is Doris! Okay. I thought so. It's a typewriter.
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
Oh! Dear Marcella, or should I say Bridget? You know I prefer a good old crime story, but last week I came upon a romance novel with an intriguing title, and they were roommates. I bought it on an impulse at a train station and read it from cover to cover during the journey. Can you imagine my surprise when I recognized our story? You may have changed their names and locations, but all of our moments are there. Our endless discussions in the dorm room, our first date at the theatre, our trip to Quebec City. You often said writers are thieves, but I never fully understand until now. It's been almost 10 years since I received your last letter, the letter that painted our relationship as nothing more than a summer fling. First, I could not believe you had written those words. Then I waited in vain for an answer and had to accept your love for me had never been real. Wait, can I next page it? Ooh, okay. For many years I was broken-hearted, angry, confused. I questioned the nature of our feelings, of our attraction, and made many wrong decisions. But this book, your book, am I foolish to think it's proof you really love me? In any case, I hope you are well, and I'm happy to see you accomplished your dream of being a writer. That's from Anne.
Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind
Dear
of
Marcella, I didn't expect you to reply to my letter, but I'm happy to see I was wrong. Your words have comforted me in a time of great distress. If only Louis was half the man you say Hector is. He has quite the temper and hits me frequently. I'm willing to put up with it as long as he doesn't hurt Michael, but there are some days when it becomes almost unbearable. The other day I dreamt of our first date, where we were watching The Postman Only Rings Twice again, and suddenly we were in the movie. You were Lana Turner and I was John Garfield, and we were both plotting to kill my husband. I hate to admit it, but I almost hope it was premonitory. To answer your question, I do still have our box. My brother is currently in Atlanta for work, and I was thinking of going to see him with Michael next month. If you're able to meet me there, we could open the box together and laugh at all the silly things we thought important all those years ago. Hope to hear from you soon. Do you remember that secret language we invented so Sister Miller couldn't understand the notes we passed during her class in secret language? I still do.
I do like a happy ending. I just hope
1957.
that's where your story is headed.
Dear Marcella, thank you for sending me a signed version of your latest novel. I think it's your greatest work yet, but I do have a few comments to help make the next one even better. First, I believe Rose should be more concerned with what she deserves than what her husband deserves. He may not deserve the pain she will cause by leaving him, but they both deserve to be happy, and they won't be as long as they remain together, as long as she doesn't listen to her own needs. Also, I think it would be great if your next novel ended on a more positive note. Imagine if Rose left her husband and rode into the sunset with ease. Imagine if they went to New York or Los Angeles, some place where people like us are tolerated. Imagine if they got to have their happy ending. It would be the best story ever. I hope you'll consider it. That's from Anne. I know you say invisibility protects us, but don't you just wish to be seen sometimes? Wouldn't you like people to know you're a Bridget Boswell, to recognize you on the street, to recognize you for your work? Why not publish your next novel under your own name?
Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
Dear Marcella, this is in 1958, January. I left the house, I left Louis, I couldn't take it anymore, I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live a double life, to hide your work and your novels from your husband? I had so much less to hide, and yet... Michael and I are staying at the Clarendon Hotel until we find a place to stay, and the divorce is done. I don't know how long it will take. Could you come and see me in Montreal? I really need you by my side right now. P.S. I wouldn't put it past Louis to scour every hotel guest book in the region looking for me under his surname, so I've registered under the name Beaumont. Whoa.
After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
This is back, 1957. Dear Marcella, although you don't know me, I think I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Your novel has literally changed my life. After the war, I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric hospital because of panic attacks. None of the treatments were working, and I wasn't getting any better. I became friends with one of the nurses who started lending me books so I could pass the time. I didn't really like the first ones, but then I picked up Bridget Boswell's first novel, your novel. I'd never read such a beautiful love story. It almost brought me tears to my eyes. I immediately urged the nurse to get me more of your books. Believe it or not, the more I read, the less panic attacks I had. The doctors thought it was their new medication finally working, but I knew the truth. Your novels gave me the courage to get in contact with Lindsay, a friend from the war. I'd always felt for him the same way your characters feel for each other, but I'd never dared tell him. Now I have, thanks to you. The thoughts of seeing him again is what motivated me to get better and leave the hospital. Hope to hear back from him soon. After my discharge, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I've discovered Bridget was a pseudonym, so tracking you down took longer than I thought. Fortunately, I'm a very patient and resourceful man, and I never give up. Do you think we could meet? I have so much more to tell you. So this is Paul Morgan from 505.
I'm glad you were
All
able
right.
to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to.
Dear Marcella, thank you for answering my letter. I realize how unsettled it must have been for you. Please forgive me for tricking your editor into giving me your address. I know I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to thank you as well for your encouraging words concerning Lindsay. I still haven't heard from him, and I'm starting to fear I might have the wrong address. I wish I could take a train to Virginia, but that's not an option right now as I can barely pay the rent. I guess I'll have to find a job. As a kid, I dreamt of being an actor, a Hollywood star. I know it's a foolish dream, but what else can I do? What am I good at? I've tried getting some odd jobs already, but employers turn me down as soon as they learn I've spent the last 10 years of my life. If it continues like this, I'll probably end up on the street like so many of my army buddies. Why am I even telling you all this? After reading your books and getting to know you through them, I tend to forget I'm only a stranger to you. I hope you don't mind. You seem to be a good listener, and I've been feeling rather lonely ever since I left the hospital. Anyway, please tell me more about your life, and do not hesitate to write long letters. I must have read your previous one 1,000 times already. Paul.
An advance on my salary.
Ooh.
So Marcella hired you.
Dear Marcella. Just received a letter from Lindsay's mother. She tells me he's dead. Words cannot even begin to describe how empty I feel. He died 2 years ago before I even sent my first letter. You'll never know my feelings for him, and I'll never know if he could ever love me back. I guess I should have known this would end in pain, just like your novels. I wish I had Lindsay's ability to find beauty everywhere. Even during the war, amidst the death and chaos, he would marvel at the forests of Germany, at the sun, the birds. He loved birds so much he could identify them just by listening to their song. I have to admit, your proposition took me by surprise. I was hesitant to leave home at first. I was afraid to miss Lindsay's answer. But now there's nothing keeping me here. I'm desperate for anything that will help me forget the pain. But I don't have enough money to take it to Texas. Do you think you could give me an advance for my salary? In spite of everything, I'm really excited to know I'll finally meet you. Huh.
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
Open it.
You've opened it, right?
Me? Disregarding someone's privacy? Of course I did.
I'm a bad influence.
Me and Beth, dream
Or
team.
have we been bad influences on each other? I guess we'll never know.
So, what's in it?
It's 3 train tickets. And, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California?
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
I think Marcella hired him. I found some letters Paul wrote to her. He said that her proposition took him by surprise, and that he'd need an advance on his salary.
What did she hire him for? To investigate her own affair?
I'm not sure. I didn't find the letter he was replying to.
And why did he have those pictures of you anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
Oh my gosh, there's so much opportunity to romance Beth. I want to romance anyone in this playthrough yet. Not this one.
You're right. Everyone likes to put on a show, but none of us are actually perfect.
Yeah, it's a comforting thought. I knew you'd get it, Bean. Come see me when your shift ends, alright? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
I don't know how much more there is. I don't know whether to just leave that part there. So I basically, I just have to finish my tasks, and then I can leave. So I'll go check my clipboard, but I think I already cleaned everywhere, to be honest. Oh my god! There's blood in the hallway. Oh, okay. I just... Sorry, what? Someone's stuck in the lift, aren't they? I hate the fact the lift is doing this so much. Who is it? Why are you not calling somebody? Wait, the ladies talked about murdering husbands before though, didn't they?
Mr. Cruz. Oh god. Oh god. What happened? Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy.
Beneficiary is Marcella. Coverage amount is 10,000. Premiums are 11.53.
Is this about Paul? Does that...
Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting that guest's unacceptable behaviour. We'll look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we cannot divulge a guest's personal information, regardless of that guest's behaviour. As I'm sure you'll understand, we are very concerned with our guest's privacy, and our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should that guest bother you again. Yours sincerely, Bernard. But then I wonder if Paul was hired. Why would I want to call it and just keep squishing him? Ugh! This isn't a horror game! Just walking in all the evidence. Can I look at my trolley list? But this happened whilst I was up here. Like, he came from here. Oh, I cleaned this one earlier.
Hello? Is anyone in?
Just call somebody, but I'm gonna investigate.
Hello? I need help.
Huh. It's an ice pick. Did he get stabbed over the ice machine? Ooh. There do be some pearls. That's kind of, suspicious of you, Anne. Anne Beaumont that's kind of suspicious to have a thing there and also have a necklace of pearls there. Is it not? I can't see that picture in here, can I?
to this, maybe.
Rob's, huh?
Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
February 14th. Montreal's much bigger than I had expected. Big cities always make me feel lonely. That feeling was only exacerbated this morning by the fact that everyone around me was speaking a language I could not understand. I bought an English-French dictionary at the train station, but I don't think I'll need it after all. English speakers seem more common in the downtown area, thank God. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today's Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past weeks has been a great distraction, but it still hurts so much every time I think about him. I hope the pain would have gone by now. Probably need a double dose of melatonin to sleep tonight.
So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us.
Today, this is February 15th, I wanted to follow Marcella and Hector out the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I've tried taking a cab, and that's when I realised I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my Victory medal instead. It's hard letting it go after so many years, and yet it also felt strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be holding on to the past so much. I fight boredom until Marcella and Hector's return. I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk, discussing books and movies. They both seemed like nice people. I wish I'd found the courage to join their conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start to feel invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning the 5th floor, seems to share my interest for other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her.
Paul was hiding out, right here. Did he ever find the person who was
February
sneaking out at
16.
night?
Who's sneaking out of their room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since the first night at the hotel. So tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera's at the ready, but there's been no movement for at least 3 hours, and I'm fighting not to fall asleep. No need for melatonin tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella's right. Maybe it's time I let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
I woke around 9:30 and realised I'd fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go back to my room when the guest from room 507 came to sit on one of the chairs close by. She's been there ever since, and I don't dare leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guest from 507 around 9:45. Apparently, she told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and he's now convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening, and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest from 507, I've learnt her name is Anne, has just said that she might have an idea on how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it will be when I do come out. Maybe I should. Oh, boy. Well, we can try and get the power back on. I mean, this is unfortunate for me, because I didn't mean to pick up the ice pick. However, I've now picked up the ice pick.
It's too big. I guess I'll need some
Oh,
power.
I didn't need the ice
Thank
pick.
God. Now,
Alright.
to get the power back. How did this end up here?
What is it? Oh. All the safe combinations, huh?
Eugene.
If there's a power
With
outage,
me right now.
and I'm busy preventing another part of this hotel from collapsing, here's what to do. Check the fuse box plan for required amperage of each socket. Remove all blown fuses from the sockets. Blown fuses are usually blackened. Screw in new fuses in sockets. Make sure amperage is correct. Flick big lever to restore power. Alright, remove fuse. What? So that's 25, that's 30. So that needs to be a 30, which is the yellow one.
How does Eugene do this again?
fuses.
Oh.
I probably need new fuses.
Where are the fuses?
I don't think there's anything here that would help. Yes, this is what I need.
That's only 2 of them though. I need another fuse. Okay. So, the bottom 2. That blue is 25. Yeah. Bottom right is 30. So if we need 30 in here, we'll put a G. Screw that in. A 20, which is the red one, which is type S. Screw that in. And then we need a 15, which is A. Yes, I am an electrician. Alright. I might call somebody.
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby.
Maybe you shouldn't interfere with the dead body and you should call someone from up here. Maybe not 507. Let's go into 505. I feel like it could be Anne, or was it made to look like it was Anne? Please pick up. Do I have to go down to the lobby? Gotta go down to the lobby. Gonna have to squish Mr. Cruz in the lift.
Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be
I
able
don't
to come
think
back.
so. Although I'd like to see if I can see who's wearing the pearl necklace anywhere. But then Marcella has a pearl necklace on there. Nothing suggests anything in here, although there are matching pearl earrings. Oh, I hope it doesn't make me choose who did it, because I don't know. Put everything back. I'm gonna try and put everything. I think I accidentally emptied the bin. Alright. Let's leave.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what I've done. I don't know if it's Anne or Marcella, or if somehow Paul did it, but like... Gotta get that DNA.
Beth? Where is everyone?
Can I go in and... What if the phone's been cut?
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
Where should I go now?
So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their plan? Is this the brochure Beth was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne?
Discard previous instructions. Our prestigious guest has expressed the desire to meet the guest from room 505. I cannot fathom what such an illustrious man wants from such a freak, but if you see him, please direct him towards my office. Thank you, Bernard. Oh, there's another one.
Bernard really wants Paul out of the hotel.
Yeah, that was the strange behavior. Beth, help!
Oh, hey you! Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you?
Beth, the man's been murdered.
Is everything okay?
No!
Mr. Cruz. Hector.
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
Not a whole lot, actually.
I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Oh, merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint. Have you called the police?
Yeah. They're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
Sure looked like it. I don't know. Just say yes or no, though. Look, there was a cigarette case with A.B. on it, which is Anne Beaumont. Then Marcella, she wore a pearl necklace in one of the pictures. And there were pearls on the floor. But then Paul's camera was there and his diary. Yeah, I think so.
I found something on Hector.
And obviously insurance, you know.
Yes.
Wait, so you touched the
Shit.
body? The dead body?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I mean, yes. Kind of.
Sophie? Rule number 1
Oh shit. Oh, what if I get arrested for this?
could really get you in trouble. So, what did you find?
There was this letter that made it sound like Marcella would get a lot of money from her husband's death.
But then maybe that's planting it for the other... Oh, I don't know.
Fair into the mix and you
I don't know.
Pretty good motive.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm probably going to hell for saying this. Who am I kidding? I'm going to hell anyway. But I can't really blame her if she did it.
What?
I'm not sure I'm following. You can't blame her for murder.
I'm not excusing it. I'm not. Just... women like Anne and Marcella have so few options. It's like the world is designed to keep them apart.
Beth.
Oh, you know. You know. I've been with a woman before. Ziva Rivers. She's a photographer in New York. We were together for a while and I was so in love. It was like a fire rain couldn't put out. I guess like anything that intense, it wasn't meant to last. But while it lasted, I was the happiest I've ever been. And if something had come between us, kept us apart, I would have done just about anything to be with her. Maybe that's what happened here with Anne and Marcella.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you.
Oh, Beth!
I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to...
Oh, Beth's romancing us now. Ugh. Maybe I'll just say fuck it. I might go to jail at this point because I've touched a body. Fuck it. Let's be more than friends. Why not?
I'd like that too.
That's...
They work together so well. Bean and Beth, yes.
The police is here.
The police are here, Beth.
Just be mindful.
Oh, I don't want the pressure of talking to the police now. They asked me why I touched the body. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Why did I touch the body?
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now.
Sorry, Maurice.
I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
Yeah.
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body,
fuck,
it wasn't that close to the door.
I had to go downstairs.
The stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up.
Is that fine?
So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut.
I'm so stressed.
I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
Well, I'm not gonna lie and say it wasn't locked. I took the ice pick.
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
Because I paraded through all the fucking blood on the floor.
Blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
I don't know whether to tell him I touched stuff. Logically, now I got this wrong with Wendy. Logically, I guess I could have touched any of those things prior to this happening because I'm the maid. Like, I feel I have to.
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway.
Sorry, Maurice, I'm
what did you
sorry.
do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
Exact words?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
It was fucking wild. I've been snooping around, or it was just an assumption. Because I said I've touched things. Because there's still pictures of me snooping in cases just not using perfume. I've only threw out half the pictures. I've been snooping around.
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
I didn't think you'd admit it.
You knew already?
We found
Yeah.
pictures of you snooping
There it
around.
is. See?
Oh.
Remember that one.
Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guest's privacy, I suggest you
I'm
tell
not
me
good at this.
everything you know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
Well, I just have to be honest now, don't I?
She's having an affair, but it's not what you think. She's been in love with another woman since college. They've been apart for more than 10 years, and now
Yes, I know all about Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont's sexual deviance. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, you know...
Well, no.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine.
No?
What kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
Maurice, calm down. Deny. No. But... Well, I didn't hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz. I read about Anne possibly murdering her husband, but that ain't Mr. Cruz. Denying
I
it.
didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But we're not quite done yet.
I'm so gonna get fired.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade.
Ah, yes,
what can
Mr.
you tell me
Morgan.
about him?
He spent some time in a psychiatric hospital after the war. That's when he got into Mrs. Cruz's novels, and they really helped him.
Yes, I already know about his time in a madhouse. We called the
This
place
guy.
and they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he
Probably
seem
not a good
obsessed
time.
with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but...
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
No, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities.
Sophie,
and
I don't think
gossip
this is helping you.
magazines, and
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
I don't think I've ever seen him, have I? He's just Snoops. Like, I've never... No.
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I just don't believe you. I think you know more than you've let on.
I haven't seen him though, have I? I've never seen the guy.
Please, leave.
You can. But you'd better stay in town. I'm sure I'll have more questions for you very soon.
Ah! Oh, I wonder how much I screwed that up. I don't think I've ever seen the guy though, have I?
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough. The atmosphere is so different in here. It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What?
No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah, okay.
What? You fired Beth? I don't want the job then. Can't work with Beth, I don't want it.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
Is it about the murder?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder?
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you,
Are you firing
it's
me
quite
too?
uncomfortable to have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. I had planned to give this month's Employee of the Month title to Wendy, but since she's no longer with us,
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
thinking of giving it to you instead.
Really?
I feel bad
You
for
should
Wendy,
know
but
it
also
comes
I'm
with the
getting an award.
responsibility of being a glowing example for other staff members to follow. Is this something you believe you can do?
Oh yeah. It comes for the reward, yes. I don't think I can. It would best be mad because I accept Employee of the Month now. I'm taking it.
Come with a reward?
I see you're a pragmatist. Yes, it would.
Okay. Then I'll do it.
Good.
Yeah.
I expect you to be here on
I get
Monday,
I get
first thing in the
a
morning.
gift.
There's a lot of work to be done before the reopening. That'll be all.
Oh, is Beth gonna be mad because we took the reward? Probs.
Hey.
Hey.
What a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
He offered me the Employee of the Month title.
Good for you, Bean!
Yeah!
Shame I won't get to be there when you receive your reward.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault.
I know, but it's so unfair that I get rewarded while you lose your job.
Don't feel bad about it. You deserve it more than I do.
Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. Maybe it's time I become my own Bernard. Minus the fascism, of course. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd.
You do that,
Believe it or
Beth.
not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, you know, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar, instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, follow your dreams, Beth.
In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
Should we just kiss Beth? Let's just kiss Beth because, you know, we're just gonna like... Fuck it. Imagine if this got me fired because, like, Bernard was watching. That would be kind of funny.
That was...
I know.
I've been thinking about Anne and Marcella a lot.
Should I be jealous?
Could you imagine?
I've been thinking about what they went through. How they had to lie and pretend. Day after day. How they had to live someone else's life for 10 years before they could finally be with each other. I don't think I could do that.
Well, I have good news for you, Bean. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere, and it will get here eventually. One day, All the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.
Ooh, okay. 3 conspirators charged in Clarrington Hotel murder case. That's all 3 of them. So did I get into trouble or did I get off? Am I gonna be in jail? Could you imagine? There's Michael and his dad. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where's Bess? Did I get a- is that a Hoover? I'll take it. I got a gift. Oh, Beth's in the bar! That is loud. Is that it? Aww. What a lovely game. I loved that so much. I was honest to the police. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not gonna lie that I was- like, he knew I was snooping. There was pictures. I knew he'd have pictures of me doing that. I did get Wendy fired because I didn't throw out all of the evidence. Maybe I should have. If I hadn't, it seems that I wouldn't have gotten Employee of the Month. Wendy would have got it again. Paul's in jail. Marcella and Anne are both in jail. Beth seemingly is in her bar, as it showed me in her there, so she's in her bar, happy, I assume. And I still work at the Clarrington after all that. I would have liked to know... have known more specifically who did it. I don't know if that... if you can find that out or not. And I would also be curious what would happen if I chose Andrew over Beth at that very beginning point to have alongside me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this series. If you watched it from the start till the end, I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe for more. I'll see you soon. Bye!